Hello, everyone.
Oh my gosh. All right. Banter.
Banter.
Tell you, it really could just come out of nowhere. You could be just having a full-blown conversation. I'd just be like, I'm ready to start with the banter. All right. So banter today is two parts. First is one thing that you do that nobody knows about. And the second is one thing you wish you could do.
Why are you giving us so many questions? You got us thinking. Okay, say it again.
One thing that you do that no one knows that you do.
Okay.
One thing. I can start. First, one thing that I do that no one knows that I do is that I actually practice my drumming still.
Okay.
Like actively. Like chops and all that stuff. Like really focusing on technique and all that shit. Like I still really be practicing playing drums.
Okay. What, you got a drum pad or something?
Drum pad. Or I got access to so many drums.
Okay. Well, within the banter, we're gonna express that.
Yeah.
I listen to classical music.
I do too.
Did us?
Yeah. But it's not like something like, yo, you heard that new Beethoven type shit? Like,
No.
it's just something the classical music.
Yo, that 52 Symphony, bro.
Yeah,
that
like
shit crazy.
Nah, it's just like it's just something that puts me into a certain type of vibe or a certain type of mood. I feel a lot more at ease a lot of times. Contrary to the fact that I don't prefer listening to classical music over hip hop or R&B.
Yeah, is it like in times of like when shit just feels crazy or when you're trying to focus?
Oh, well, with Giovanni, I play classical music.
Okay.
But also, sometimes when I don't want to necessarily like consume anything, and I just want to unplug. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just unplug and just sit there. Cause a lot of times usually with music, with regular pop music, just in music in general, usually there's like you have to think. You end up using your mind, or even when it's simplistic songs, you still feel provoked to sing along with the song type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So still thinking. But with classical music, I can just listen to the music type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really like a braggadocious flex type of thing when it comes to listening to that type of music for me.
I understand. I think that's dope though.
I think that's dope. I also listen to classical music, especially like if I'm frustrated or I need to calm my mind. I love classical music. Like that's like my go-to, or jazz music too. Like I love music sometimes without words. You don't need the words. Sometimes you just need the beat, and I love that. So I like that. Absolutely. For me, something that I do that you guys don't know that I do.
That you feel comfortable to share.
I wear lingerie under my clothes sometimes for no reason. I could be going somewhere. It's not even a date, but it just makes me feel sexy. Sometimes I would wear it to like go to work. Or like I would just wear it and I like it. I like the way lingerie makes me feel. Sometimes like you guys won't ever know that I have lingerie on.
Why would we?
Lingerie meaning like the
it could be all kinds of lingerie. Like it could be like, the two-piece lingerie where it's like kind of lace, or it could be like a teddy lingerie, or it could even be like a stocking kind of lingerie.
I never knew there was this many types of lingerie.
There's so many kinds of lingerie. Corset lingeries, like, yeah, I'll be wearing them. I like the way it makes me feel.
The first thing that came to my mind is like that joint that's like a slip, like a dress type of thing. So I'm like, yo, is that just like a tucking in your pants type of thing? Well, that's weird.
Yeah, no, it's not like a slip. No.
She get ready to leave, tucking that joint in.
It's more of like a teddy, like it's like a one piece kind of thing or a 2-piece kind of thing, but not like. I mean, if I was wearing a dress, maybe.
No, I'm thinking blue jeans, the slip joint.
No, I'm not doing that. That's stupid. Yeah, that's stupid.
That's funny.
But that could be a thing. Absolutely could be a thing. That's something that I do.
In second parts of banter, one thing that you wish you could do.
Let me go last with that one. I need to ponder about that one.
Okay.
Apparently you've already thought
you've
about
had all
this.
these thoughts because you know these questions.
It's because do you think I have an answer because I create
You
banter?
usually do that, like with the power joint. You had the powers already.
I had that one ready, and I do have this one ready too. But nobody gonna like my answer.
So why does it matter? You was gonna like your answer whether you went first.
Because I've been thinking. I don't know why I do know why I was thinking about this. If I could do anything, I want to know what it's like to have a period.
What?
I'm sorry.
Yo. Because the way women talk about how they life feel like it's ending because they on it, I want to know what kind of pain y'all going through.
I would never ever.
I told you.
Okay.
That's crazy. That's.
Because sometimes I'll be like, yo, y'all just need to calm the fuck down.
Wow.
Go take a seat. Put a heating pad on, take some pills, something.
Wow.
Shit just got real.
Yeah, like what? I hope you still have a dick too when you get your period.
That sounds painful.
Yeah, you nasty motherfucker. Why would you want? I want a period so I can say that your cramps are not that bad. I can take
That's
it.
exactly what I'm hoping would happen.
All women
I want you to
cramps
know
are
that.
not the same, Greg. They're not the same.
Well,
people deal with different pains when it comes to cramps. So your cramps could be different than my cramps.
okay. I wouldn't know.
How long you want the period for, Greg?
Nah.
I would just want to know.
You just want it for a day?
For a full year. Yo,
You want a period for a full year?
Yo, they got this shit that make you feel
Greg,
contractions.
you said you want a period for a full year?
I would.
Look, G said you gonna get cut. One of my followers said you gonna get cut.
We might lose followers this episode.
No, you might lose followers on this show.
It's
No.
all right. They got they got this machine that makes you feel cramps.
Yeah, you want that. That's what you want. That's what you want?
No, I would never wish that type of pain because I heard through the grapevine women be going through it every month. In fact, they had like a study. I don't know how true it is, but there was like a study. You know those machines that test out how much pain your brain is enduring, and it gives like a neurological measurement. The joint was saying that it was equivalent to, I forget what it was. It was equivalent to like a bone breaking or something like that in your body. I'm not sure, but they compared cramps. Now, who's to say? I don't believe that's something you can just generally say because some women have certain levels of pain. I've heard women say like, I don't
Yeah, like I'm chilling.
anything.
I don't have any problems.
And
with
then
that.
I literally see other women who
have to like
curl
take
up
the days
into a
off. Like can't even go
ball.
to school if they have to. Like we really have.
Can I just make something clear? I am not saying that women be lying or that
That's
what
exactly
y'all
what
go
you
through.
saying, Greg.
That is not what I said.
Okay, so what you saying, Greg?
I just said I want to know what it feels like
Yeah.
because y'all be saying some wild stuff and
so you can say it's not that bad, and you said yeah.
yeah, because I know
That's
what my
exactly
pain
what
level
you.
is.
No, Greg, stop.
I know my pain tolerance. is.
No, yeah, I know your pain tolerance too.
So
but
I could be proven wrong
You're
though.
right. Have blood come out your dick and tell me how you feel about it.
Why would I do
For
that?
a
No,
year.
that would definitely
Weird.
mean
You said
I need
for
to
a
go
year.
to the
Crazy.
hospital.
You said for a year.
I would need to go to the hospital. Why I got? I just want to know what
means
the
something
pain
going
is.
on.
I know, but for how long, Greg? You just want one session.
It's like you don't want to know what it's like for a man to be kicked in his nuts.
No.
Oh, that's a whole nother level.
you can't,
of pain.
yo, guys.
You can't replicate that pain.
So you think that pain is different than?
So maybe that's the maybe that's the trade. Maybe that is the
Ooh,
similarity
Greg.
right
What you
there.
want to do is compare have something to compare to.
I do.
And it's really
You can't.
Yeah, just think about that. So think about the
Because
25
what are the
seconds
likelihood
extended
you
for
gonna
5
get
days.
kicked in the
And he
nuts?
actually said he could do it
Think
for a
about
year.
the last time. Imagine getting kicked in your nuts every month.
And I don't know, but wait. And it is a good
Every
kicking.
day.
It's a good, remember he's like,
For a week straight.
All time, at any time. It doesn't matter. You can wake up.
Kicked in your nuts like, randomly.
But it gotta be a good kicking of the nuts, like not like some tap shit.
Now, that
You ever
joke
got
is
really
crazy.
kicked in your nuts?
Oh yeah. But last time that happened, I was in the 5th grade, Greg.
Me
Seriously.
too. Yo, high school.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I threw up.
So think about that. Think about that, Greg.
Yeah.
At any point in time of the day,
Yep.
you cannot control when it happens.
Damn, that shit sounds
no
terrible.
You don't see someone kicking you in the nuts and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna
Damn.
be in pain now."
That's why
That shit
chicks
sounds-
be in bad moods, like having attitude.
Yeah,
Like, you
it's
don't
worse.
understand.
Y'all deserve
And
it.
at the
Is that
same
reason why?
time, having this feeling, there's a whole flood.
I take it
of
back. I don't
fluid
wanna do that.
coming out of my body.
I don't want to do that. I take that back.
And it happens to be blood.
I
Greg.
take it back. I don't
And
wanna do that.
stinks.
Yo, it smell like metal.
It stinks.
It smell like a bag of nickels.
It's iron. It's iron.
So it's no, Greg, keep it. That's what you get. And when it, like, if you, it stinks.
You are focusing on me. You're not hearing what this.
No, because it stinks. It's blood stink.
He said this shit smell like. He said it
Yo.
fucking smells like iron.
No, you
No,
said
it's
that,
iron. He
but-
said it smelled like a bag of nickels. But I take that back. I don't want to know. I'm sorry.
either.
I apologize. I don't want to know. Dag. Now that I got a comparison. Nah.
No, we don't
That's
want that.
crazy.
No, fellas, we do not.
We do
want
not
that.
want that.
I don't
Women,
even know why you
I'm
even tried to
sorry.
do that.
I apologize. Please.
Now
I'm
what's the
sorry,
apology,
women.
girl?
I really am sorry.
I want to have my period.
Gigi, I'm sorry.
I want to
Gigi,
have
I'm
my
sorry.
period. Nigga, what?
See, now this is when grace comes because I said sorry. Now
Oh.
you're supposed to say you forgive me.
Okay. I don't.
Well, fuck you too.
I don't care.
So how about you, Mr. Rent Money? What you want to do?
I would want to be like freakishly good at math.
Oh.
Like doing all type
Like a
of weird
physicist?
shit. Like, you know, like them dudes that be like crazy good at math and they start taking like.
Oh, well, you don't have to have that face to be good at math.
No, I'm not.
I
No,
know people
there's a
that are good at
specific
math.
vibe
I
I'm talking
know
about.
people that are good at math. They don't need to do that
No,
face.
then the level of good that I'm talking about
It's
is not
different.
what you
Got it.
referring to.
'Cause
I'm
you got
talking
it.
about like there would have to be something like physically that you could see, like something strange going on with that dude. Like they just numbers automatically
But that's
counting every single
But
thing.
the people that can do math with a straight face like that to me is freakishly good at math. I think people that still need to like do like write a board, like have an airboard, like the whole people that actually does go do this with this, that, and that.
to have
Like,
a visual
that's-
depiction
yeah,
in your mind.
Like you're good, like that's freakishly good at math too. But someone that could just be like 12. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, but that doesn't come around very often. You don't see that too often. Usually a person will go, making all types of straight faces. A person who does that is processing like really fast, and they just see it. Boom. The whole formula that it takes to lay out the problem is just there.
That's crazy.
That's amazing. And I would definitely want to have that ability.
It's amazing.
And so the question, just to reiterate, is just something
Something you always want, something you want to do,
something that I want to do,
that you wish you could do. I'm sorry.
that I wish I can do. Okay, so something that I wish I can do is teleport.
Really?
Yeah, I want to be able to pop up and get, you know how I am with time. Okay. So knowing that how I am with time, the fact that I gotta teleport, traveling time would be cut in half. Not even. All my traveling time would like stop. And then I can like pick up people and I can teleport with me. So if I need to pick people up, just teleport to Mr. Rent Money house. Then we teleport, pick up Khalil, and then we teleport and we come to.
You would still find a way to be late.
Yo, that's crazy. That doesn't even sound realistic when you say that. I'll be on time. You didn't say that. You said you'll get there. But
Yeah,
you didn't say you'll get there.
but okay, I think I did pretty good today. With my
No, you
time.
did. I ain't
I think
gonna
I did
front.
really good. I think at the time I did really good.
But just for the joke.
Yeah, no, I understand, but I did do pretty good.
Just for the joke.
What, you don't think I did pretty good today?
If you think that, then we should go with that.
Well, we saw something different.
Yeah.
As far as the pickup
Yeah,
goes.
Gotcha.
yeah.
Okay.
Our experience is different than what you actually think.
Understand.
That's right. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
totally fine.
Yeah, I think I did pretty good. So I want to be able to teleport. I think that's something that I like to do, especially like because I like traveling. I don't gotta worry about cost in regards to flying, even though I like the idea of flying in itself. But yeah, I'm gonna teleport. If I could, wish I could do that. Is that or be the greatest podcast of all time?
That would have been crazy if I had that on deck.
It would have been. It would have been. Oh, we both played the wrong thing anyway. But
that was that joint.
oh, I was looking for the horns. Yeah. All right, nigga.
Hey, everything we playing right now, y'all gotta listen to the podcast. So tune in, Just a Conversation with Greg, Mr. Rent Money, and Gigi.
What was that noise?
That was better. Yep. Welcome to Convo 61 of Just a Conversation with Greg, Mr. Rent Money, and Gigi. I am your host, Greg, and I'm joined here, of course, with my brother, Mr. Rent Money. Mr. Rent Money, how's it going?
I'm doing well. I'm accompanied right now by my Instagram followers, and I feel oh so great. We don't normally go visual. You know, hey, just a heads up, we're going visual real soon. Look out. Yeah.
shit.
Put it out there in the atmosphere.
Oh man,
Yeah. I like that. Okay.
I have no words.
And we're here with my sister Gigi. How's it going, Gigi?
Hi everyone. You know, no.
The ladies saying they love you.
Are you?
I'm serious.
Oh, I love you guys too. See, they do say hi back, Greg.
Because they're live right now.
I feel like when you guys listen to me, shout outs to the ladies on Instagram. Thank you for
Just
supporting
neglect
us.
them in. Sexist.
There's men, okay, the men, everyone on Instagram, but the ladies say that they love me.
Correct, because this is a stickler I'm working with right here.
Oh no, they like me.
Yeah.
Okay, I like you.
And then there was a Me Too type of thing.
Oh, it's a team. I love, it's fine. But my week in itself was crazy. I had the greatest time though. I got to network with some people. A girl did her hair for the first time. Well, I can't want to say do my hair for the first time. Like I do my hair, ladies, obviously. But I did my first silk press. And it was cute when it first was done. It's not as silky now, but
No,
I
the
digress.
natural thing is good.
oh, thank you. Yeah, but this is not what it's supposed to. This is what the look. It just happened to be like this, and it's okay. I'm working with it. But shout out to Tatiana that did my hair. I loved it when I was cute. I was cute last night. They was looking for me and I was looking for them. Had great networking. And I met some amazing people. Also, today my best friend Kim, shout outs to you. Water broke. So Charlie Grace Gilmer is about to be out here in these streets, low key, young Gigi.
Congratulations.
So I'm really excited for her. This is her first baby, and yeah, it's scary because it's like now I'm like in this place where like all my friends well, not gonna say all, the bulk of my friends now have children, and it kind of puts me in a place where it's just like, do I want a little Gigi? Is it cool? Like someone with my personality? Whew.
You feel like because everybody around you is doing it, you need to do it?
No, because for me, I didn't. There was one part in my life where I was okay with not having children. Like I was okay with understanding that I would have my partner. They may have children, but I'm probably gonna have Carly, and if she not, RIP. But I'm not probably not gonna get another dog. But I was okay with not having children after the pandemic, or actually during the pandemic, where things had to like change, the world shut down, and like you were literally kind of just restricted to your immediate family. I realized like at that point, if I fast forward my life and I may be in a space where, yes, I might be in my own home and I have Carly, I'm alone. I don't have nobody checking up on me. I don't have nobody that's going to go outside if I can't drive, that's just going to be there. And I then thought about my legacy. Like, yes, I'm doing this podcast thing because I want my story to be told, my experiences, be able to reflect. But then at the same time, it's just like, but then after me, then what? I can't say that I'm dope, and I don't think that little me was going to make it even doper in the world. And so then that kind of put a different perspective. But then as people are closer to me and I'm chilling with them and I'm seeing little thems, like maybe it might be some time where a little me might be possible. So I'm still in a place where I'm okay if I don't have children, but I'm open to the possibility. If my partner also wants to have a child, that I'm more open to it than I was before.
You think our surroundings like put those kind of thoughts in our head, like whether it's kids, marriage, like, or even like business ideas or whatever? Like you see people, your people that you are closest with surrounding, like doing certain things. You see one person get married, you see another person get married, or you see someone have a baby, you see another person have a baby, or you see this person get leveling up on their job and this person leveling up on their job. So you want to, it makes you want to do the same thing as them, like, or like there's a need to do the same thing as them.
I don't think so.
Not for me.
No, I think it's like you are what you attract. So like you may have not, if you didn't want it, you're not going to want it just because they have it. I just think that
Right.
you just trying to emulate what they have, and you can't, because what they want and their aspirations are completely different from yours.
Right.
But for me, it wasn't, everybody was already having kids and getting married around me. Yes, people like, like my friends that I deal with on a daily basis, those are happening. But it was a pandemic when I was alone. I wasn't dealing with nobody's kids or anything like that. I thought about me, my legacy, like the idea that I look at my dog Carly and I'm like, yo, she's like my everything. Y'all know, like I love my dog, but my dog is not my DNA. My dog can't speak. Like when Carly is gone, she's gone. There's
I'm
nothing.
glad you have awareness about that.
Absolutely.
Because, like,
I do
some
have a
people,
trust
like,
for her, though.
really-
If I die before my dog, somebody got to hold her down. So she has, like, a little trust. So don't kill me for my dog, y'all. But, like, she has, like, a trust just for her in the event that I die
The shit
first.
people do for animals, Lord.
I just want to make sure that she's good. I don't want her to be, like,
Shout
given
out to
away. I want her to just be okay. And if she is, I want them to be able to provide her, like, make sure that she gets her shots.
How much you talking this is in this trust?
You mind your business.
Yeah, I don't hear from Gigi next week. You don't know why.
Wow.
She's serious about a dog.
I love my dog, but I also believe that a dog is not a child. That at the same time,
Okay, we're friends. Good.
so we wasn't before.
Oh my gosh.
Some people actually believe into, the idea of actually having a dog, not just the idea, but actually having a dog. When they're saying this is literally equivalent to having a child.
And though there are some similarities,
There are definitely
a
similarities.
lot of similarities, I would say, from when a baby is 0 to 3. But after 3, no, this is clearly a human, and this is clearly a dog.
I don't think so.
Absolutely.
I think even older than 3, but I can understand where it would stop, because you also
One
have
is
to,
speaking full sentences and talking back to you and telling you what's wrong with them.
when we're not talking about that aspect. Obviously, that we've already understood that that's a dog. I'm talking about the responsibilities of taking care of something, someone, an animal. Like the idea that just because, like, I have a dog, but I can't leave Carly in the house for days at a time. Like I still have to take her to the doctor and get shots. If she gets sick, if something happens to her, I still have to go make sure that she's good, no matter what age she is.
I don't have to take my daughter outside to use the bathroom.
You're gonna outlive your dog.
You said you don't have to take yours.
No,
because
she goes to the bathroom when she needs to go to the bathroom.
Okay, my
in
dog.
the
Blaze
toilet.
said you're gonna outlive your dog.
I'm gonna outlive my dog. I mean,
That's the hope.
that's the yeah. That's I don't want to. I don't want to die before
But
my
the
dog.
trust is for just in case.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, no one can.
It's not about the trust. It's about when you get old. And like when you really need someone.
It's about when you get old and when you really need someone, K Blaze.
Yo. Yeah.
I don't
get it.
I don't get it.
He's saying like that's more important. That should be.
That's the payoff of taking care of kids. Is that when you get to the point where you can't take care of yourself, you've done instilled enough into your kids.
When you. What you. I tried.
I'm not
Hey, man,
gonna-
I tried.
I'm not gonna talk on this one. I swear, like y'all.
I tried, man. Hey, man, this whole time I was, hey, y'all, I was trying to reiterate what K Blaze was saying so I could convey it to y'all. Because his audio is mad low, and I was trying to get everybody in tune with what's going on, and I just forgot.
I can't do this anymore. Yeah.
I forgot what you said.
He was saying that the payoff between a kid and a dog is that when you get older, a kid is going to take care of you.
Possibly.
Or
It's
they
not
should.
guaranteed. It's not
you're
guaranteed.
You're right. They should take care
Yeah.
of you. But a animal, one, probably won't even live as long. But secondly,
Yeah.
they're not going to take care of you. But a dog will lay with you if you die.
Hey, shout out to you.
A
Thank
dog
you.
will lay with you if you die.
Hey, people are running away.
Until it gets hungry.
No, it still will lay. It will just try to get out. That's all it will do. It will just try. A cat will eat you, and that's why cats are evil.
Wow.
A dog will eventually eat you.
No, they won't.
Did you watch Gerald's Game?
What the hell
on
is that?
Netflix? Okay, so it's a movie about a couple that's trying to spruce their marriage up again. So they go off to this cabin, and he puts handcuffs on her on the bed, and he catches a heart attack and dies on her. So now she's stuck in a house, handcuffed to the bed, and he's on her, and she's dead. And now she has
That's
to get
hilarious.
out. And in this story, there's like this stray dog that like comes around, and she had fed it once, so it came back. And so when she finally got him like off of her, the dog came and ate him, like started eating at his body. There's also a killer in the house that she doesn't know about, that she could have died the whole time too.
Dogs really don't eat people. They don't. They do not eat people.
It gets to that circumstance where it's like, I need sustenance.
No, they won't eat a person unless it's
I
a
don't know.
wolf.
I was just telling you the story. It was a dog.
No, I know.
I don't know. I don't. I don't
Let
think
me
of a dog eating.
actually wait. Let me take a step back. A dog will not eat its owner.
Oh well, I don't know.
It's locked in.
If you treat that dog well, how they really say man's best friend,
Yeah.
that dog is not going to eat at you. That dog will lay there and die before it eats you.
Oh,
If you treat the dog well.
That is
okay.
also true.
Dogs are super loyal.
Yeah.
But a cat will eat you, and that's why they're disgusting little fucking felines.
Wow. Okay.
My cat wouldn't have eat me.
Yes, he would have. Yeah, he would have. He nasty.
But yeah, no. I dogs and cats are different, but the response dogs and cats, obviously dogs and children obviously are not the same. But the idea that you have to be responsible for something other than yourself is that's what I'm saying, because it's not. Don't laugh, you're throwing me off. Because I already want to laugh. Okay, forget it. Let's move on.
It's cool. Y'all want to jump into some topics?
Yeah, let's do that. Wait, no, my week. We didn't check on you, Greg. How was your week?
Oh, my week was trash.
Oh. I'm sorry, Greg.
It was like,
I had a
Wait, what
great
happened, yo?
time. Shut us.
No, I can't. Obviously, we can't.
no, it's fine. It was just like dumb busy all week, like to the point where
Yeah.
between being busy and funds being like super low, it is like, nah, this week ain't it. This year ain't it. Like, throw the whole year away.
Nah.
I'm really excited.
that
I'm like
mindset,
pumped.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
Greg, I
real.
just need you to like sometimes it gotta get a little like it get a little dark in the trenches. But it's only like setting you off for. It's gonna be easy after that.
That's what we hope.
No, I know.
I think that's what you hope for.
I
You
know.
gotta switch that mindset, bro.
I feel we about to be outside.
You don't want to switch that mindset. Is that what you're saying? You just look. You just like.
No, it's not about switching. Like I'm not going to sit here and say I'm not sitting here wallowing in my grief. I'm just saying.
I didn't say that.
I'm just saying right now.
Or maybe
I don't
Izzy
know
is trying
what
to
the
tell
rest
us
of the year is
this.
going to be like.
And that's okay though.
Okay,
It's
but
okay.
right now, what has happened from January 1st to now has been completely trash.
And that's okay.
And that's why I'm saying you can throw the first part of this year in the garbage.
But I want you to know that before it was trash, it was something that was actually good. Like before the trash, if you go into the trash, it was probably something good that you ate. It was probably something great that you used. So understand that even through that trash, you had great times. Even our New Year's was dope. It's gonna be okay, Greg.
It will be. I know it's going to be okay.
Yeah. So as long as you know that.
But January 1st to February, what is this, 18th?
Yeah.
Has been trash for Greg.
I don't think so. But
okay.
no, I don't think so. I think no. I don't even want to like give you reasons why, because at this point I can't tell you.
I'm not saying everything every day has been a drag. No,
obviously not. But I just
when
feel
you
like,
sum it up for Greg, it's been trash.
yes, but then if you take away and you just look at the silver lining of the whole situation, like Greg, like despite where you're at, like you're here, like there has things that have happened that you didn't have to be here.
No, of course.
Yeah.
I don't know if what you're hearing from me is that I'm just a sad sack of shit right now. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying.
I didn't say that either. I think you're telling me that. You want to tell me
because you keep saying stuff.
Because
you're saying stuff like everything hasn't been bad. Things are going to be okay.
Yes.
If you look back, there were some good things.
There was.
Of course there was.
Yes.
Every day was not really depressing. No, it wasn't.
Just some days.
Just some more days than
okay.
So when you put them together,
yeah,
that's why I'm just saying it's been trash. I would sum it up as trash.
I just want to. Okay, Greg. I believe in you. I can't help it. I want you to be great. All right. Topics, anyone? We didn't even pay.
Somebody said that's what you sound like, though.
What?
On Instagram.
No. You didn't say. You didn't play any of our tags.
What tags?
Shoot.
Anywho.
I'll edit that out. It's okay. All right, okay. Let's move on. You wanna get your topic out the way, Greg, or do you want me to go?
I could go first. Cool. So I saw on Twitter someone was talking about like they put best record labels, best record labels of all time. And I was like, that's a good ass topic. So I took it from Twitter, but I expanded it because I wanted to add a little bit more teams to this list. So my topic is who had the best record label or who has the better roster of record label all time. So you got YMCMB, that's Young Money, Cash Money, Billionaires, Rockefeller / Rock Nation. Is that fair to put them together?
If you count them, depending on you
It's
talking about
all
just
time,
in general.
all time, yeah.
It's
fair,
Rock
right?
Nation
Grew out of Rockefeller. Would you say that?
for
Okay.
sure.
So Rockefeller, Rock Nation, Rough Riders, No Limit, Aftermath, Quality Control, Good Music.
Good music would have to be next to
It would
Rock
go on-
Nation, then, right?
Okay. Oh, you want to? Okay, then Rock Nation.
Because that literally, it all comes from the same the Rockefeller
Tree.
tree.
Okay.
If
I'm fair.
in
That's fine
fact
with me.
Biggs has a I guess he linked up with like an artist or something, and they made a Rockefeller tree, and it just stemmed a whole bunch of other acts who have their own labels. Like
Kanye said good music
Dipset.
is cousins to Rockefeller.
Huh?
Kanye said good music is cousins to Rockefeller.
That makes sense to me.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I agree. So okay, we can put all three of those together then.
Like, yeah, for sure.
So you think that's the best stable of all time?
Rockefeller, good music, everything that just literally comes from Rockefeller alone. All of those labels. But then you got the Young Money, YMCMB, Drake, Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne.
So, wait, do you have an answer?
It's still
Rockefeller
for
for
me,
you?
Rockefeller.
Okay,
Like,
cool. How about you?
I'm torn because even I thought about Aftermath and I thought about Eminem, thought about 50 Cent, thought about Dre. But then I also like considered like I like Drake. But then when you put good music with Rockefeller too, then you got like Kanye, and then you have Jay-Z, and then like it like expands. Yeah, Rihanna like it it kind of expands, and it's just like on a collective level. If I had to take
Damn, Rihanna.
like
all of that.
and I also think about like, okay, so when with Young Money, Cash Money, right? There's definitely replay values in Lil Wayne albums that I have, and Drake, Nicki somewhat too. But then when I go to Rockefeller, I'm like, there's albums that I play on a consistent basis. Like I think when I go to Rockefeller, even Kanye, like albums like consistent basis, and so it's just like I think I might have to go with Rockefeller. I was literally going with Young Money because I was like Drake, Nicki, Lil Wayne, like what?
Okay.
Phone Home? What do you mean? That's crazy.
So it's Cash Money then for you.
No, she's taking Rockefeller.
Yeah. Only because I can honestly think of like the artists on that label and then the albums that I can listen to, and it's more than one in its entirety.
Right.
So I came here ready to argue you down about Aftermath being it. But when you say Rihanna, that is a game changer. Like her alone is the game changer because none of those stables have a really successful female.
Nicki.
Not like Rihanna. And I'm a Nicki fan, but it is not Rihanna.
Well, Nicki Minaj, yo.
She has crossed like even different
I
genres.
can't think of a market that Rihanna's in that Nicki Minaj doesn't ring bells as well.
I agree.
So what are we talking about? What market?
Especially just the idea that what
She crossed over what like for sure. She definitely it's no
I guess for me it's more about like the stardom.
I'm saying what market can Rihanna
And
is
longevity.
Rihanna in where Nicki Minaj's name gets brought up and people are like,
The Billionaires Boys Club.
who? Do you think they're saying who? Who? Nicki Minaj? I never heard.
and they're
Pretty
also
sure
like
the president of the United States of America.
I would say in business, I think Rihanna name rings more bells than Nicki's.
at what time
In the
frame?
business world. She's a billionaire.
Okay, we talk about business, not music. 'Cause
I'm
now
saying yes, all encompassing Rihanna and Nicki. I think in the music circles, of course, they are in every market together. I think what separates them is the business dealings that they have. Like I think Rihanna's mystique and look and just who she is, use your word, her likability, I think outweighs Nicki's by a lot.
but their market are not always the same, right? Because Nicki's hip hop, Rihanna more is R&B. Even though she might have some hip hop records,
I think Rihanna will be in hip hop.
she could have hip hop records, but she does
Right.
R&B, pop, like. And then you look at Nicki, and she's hip hop. She rapping with other men, like. I just don't.
With Nicki Minaj, it's a certain type of bag she's in. Like 1 minute, she is obviously overall. You can't change. Once you go pop, you go pop. Mm-hmm. You can't take that off of you. So now it's at a point where, what type of vibe are you gonna be on? Like at this point of your career, when you switch your image, like because Nicki Minaj had the whole black hair type of thing.
bob.
You know what I'm saying? long black hair, short black hair, like totally not doing all of the colors. You know what I'm saying? Like at that point, maybe she on some like really rapping, spitting bars type of thing.
Yeah.
And that's just what it is. So then the next minute she might be on her pop wave, like doing records.
Starships.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't care. That's my shit.
Boom, boom,
But
boom, bass
I would put it. I would put it
type
like this, just in regards to the Rihanna versus Nicki comparison. And I don't even like doing this with especially these two people. But
Wow.
how often do you hear someone say they don't like Rihanna? Like there's just this uproar of Rihanna's trash or Rihanna's ass, or can anybody, or you see some new artists come in and they like, oh my gosh, she's better than Rihanna. How often do you hear that?
It's depending on what age. It's depending on I see chicks who might say SZA or her. Like it's not
gonna be
just,
better than Rihanna?
Yeah.
I've never heard SZA compared to Rihanna, me personally.
There's an entirely different wave. I would say in particular, women are listening to, and they hold these specific type of sounds higher than even Rihanna. Like that would be their go-to. I know a few women.
No,
like
for
that,
sure. I think
who
like
have that.
the Summer
and they sing.
Walkers, the Jasmine Sullivans.
Right.
I get that, but to me, their music is completely different from Rihanna.
But that's who, even Nicki Minaj compared to Rihanna. Like it's just all. Just
but that's why that's why I wasn't even
different
really
types of
focusing on the music. I'm just saying, and I'm saying in business, in business world, the brand of Rihanna to me is way bigger than the brand that is Nicki Minaj. And I think that's the difference in the two.
I guess when when you say the brand, I think I can debate that because Nicki Minaj is at the level of fame where you can dress up like her at Halloween.
For sure.
When you can dress up a certain type of way marketably, then you've hit a certain type of level of fame. Then because that can be duplicated every year with Halloween, and you can make money different types of ways. So it goes. So now you can trademark the way certain things look just because it's you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I don't want to automatically say that.
Rihanna posted her pregnancy picture, right? And not even an hour later, people were posting the same exact picture, like posing like her as if they were pregnant. Same outfit and everything.
Yeah, because she's pregnant.
But my thing is like I understand what you're saying as far as the image goes of Nicki Minaj. People can do that, like you said, Halloween costume parties. I'm going to dress up like Nicki, and I get that. I'm not going to even debate that. You're right, because that's a look. Like even controversial statement or whatever, but you can look at Megan Cardi, like
right,
clearly, and of course they'll say Nicki got that from Kim. Whatever, the look continues to pass along. Rihanna doesn't have that. But my thing about Rihanna is, money talks. There's a reason why she's a billionaire.
Oh yeah, for sure. but because she's picked the better business moves, that still doesn't define why her brand is a better brand.
I didn't say it was better. I just said it's bigger.
Okay. Fair. But then that's an obvious.
But that's why going back to the topic, that's why I gave Rockefeller the win. Because of how much of a bigger brand Rihanna has made for herself. Compared to like YMC and B, compared to YMC and B, with Nicki, because if you was going strictly music from a music level, then I'm gonna take Aftermath. I'm taking Aftermath all day. I think Dre, you got Dre, 50, M, Game, Kendrick, Anderson. I'm talking about people. If you ever been signed to Aftermath, so you got Busta Rhymes during the Touch It phase of his career. Obi Trice, D2, like nah. I think Aftermath. I don't know. That's a stable, and I know I'm a fan.
That's really what it is.
I know I'm a fan.
Whoever you're a fan of. That's really what it is.
Alicia Keys, J. Cole,
What's this for?
Snow Allegra. These are all on Rock Nation.
Oh,
John Legend's on there. Oh my God.
Jadakiss is on there.
Oh, Jada.
They are managed by Rock Nation right now, right?
No, yes. Sorry, this is management. I apologize, you guys. That's management. That's not the roster. But
had a
Alicia
little
Keys
No, but
is.
I still count it. I think it's
I don't, because it's not. They're not actually under that label. They're just being managed by that label.
I think it's the team. They going to that Rock Nation brunch.
Yep.
They going to that Rock. Nah, I count it. All right, Rockefeller win.
All right, and then
I bow down. That roster is crazy. If you just start with Rockefeller, okay, you got Jay, Bleak, State Property, Dipset, all the Dipset. And then if you go down the list, like just go through the years, you get to the Yays, and then you get to Big Sean, and then you get to John Legend, you get to freaking Pusha T,
Tiana Taylor.
Travis Scott, man,
We have Hit Boy.
man,
We have
Travis Scott.
Travis Scott was with good music.
Kid Cudi.
Yeah, he's on
Yes.
good music. Yeah,
Kid Cudi.
Oh, he's still with good music.
Kid Cudi was never signed to good music.
He's listed under Good Music.
Get out of here.
How many people is Travis
Yeah.
Scott signed to?
A lot. His contract got to be shit.
Yeah, Travis Scott is under Good Music too.
He's under trap music too. Like with T.I.
Travis Scott is under Good Music. Designer's under Good Music.
Why would you mention him like he's impactful?
He was the reason why everybody was saying Panda at one point in time. That was the most marketable song of like a whole
He still
summer
gets shows over
season.
that.
I get credit calls in Atlanta.
Like that was the whole
She's still
thing.
in the fender. Black is
See, don't sleep on him.
Panda.
Yeah, the clips.
Rockefeller wins. It's over. It's all right. Shout out to everybody else who got record labels and doing
Ooh,
stuff.
Charlie Wilson is on there too. Hey girl,
2 Chainz.
how you doing?
2 Chainz.
My name is Charlie. Last
2
name Wilson.
Chainz.
I was wondering.
Money
if I
tall
could
like
take
jaw. And so that was a good opening topic.
a Good time.
Where we going next?
I don't
Want to
mind.
keep it in music?
Music? Sure. Yeah, that makes sense. And then we can end with mine.
Yeah, so Kanye West has those. No. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Kanye West has the new way he's releasing his music. And it's called the
Stem player.
Stem player. Yeah, as basic as it sounds, in a literal sense, he is selling the stems to the masters. In an MP3 player or pill type of device. I think that's cool, and I think I believe that to be the future alternative to many artists releasing their music so that they can make the biggest potential of money with that transaction. Taking it back to the times when you sold, like, in a comparison of you selling a cassette tape or a CD, something physical for people to buy and they can keep it. If you're not using your headphones, you can just play it out the speaker like a pill. I don't know. I think it's worth the purchase. I'm not getting it right now, but I'm definitely gonna get it.
So before I get to the money side of it, question, because you're a producer, right? So everything I know about this stem player because he released it during Donda, is like you take one of his songs, take Jail, right? Everybody knows the song Jail from Donda. Yeah. You can change, like not change, but you can turn down, let's say you don't want to hear so much guitars, so I'm going to turn the guitars down so I can hear more of the synth or I can hear more of the vocals, right? That's how the stem player works. So, in my opinion, to me that's like DIY music, like do it yourself. And I think that's dumb. You're a producer. How would you feel knowing that like someone's not listening to a beat the way you intended it to sound?
Well, they will.
No, because I can control I can control what I want to take away from it.
I can do that with my DJ software. You can't stop somebody from doing that. I do that every day without this stem player. I do that with my MPC player and my DJ software every single day, and I mix it up and flip it and change the tempo and the key of the song. It's the same exact vibe of the song, but I just switch the key that it's in instantly, and then slow it down. Do all different. Take the acapella and isolate it the same exact way the music player does. That's not gonna change anything. I think he made it capable of doing that so that people's experience listening to music can be it can be innovative, something new, because what you're talking about is something that coming from the producer's perspective. You're talking about manipulating the sound, so making that accessible to everyday consumers, it could be groundbreaking. I believe it will be. So if anybody, because it's very user friendly, you just with the slide of a button, not a button, but you just touch it. You go left, right, up, down, or hold it, and that
mechanism is similar to like an Apple TV remote, like a trackpad kind of thing.
Each direction would determine whether it's like gonna put like a delay to it, make the beat like have like a pulsate to it, or make it so you can only hear the vocals or just the instrumental. So anybody will be able to do this while they're just listening to your music and having fun. So I don't know. I think this is going to be something different. Like you said, the price range is $200. But at the same time, it's an MP3 player. You could upload your own music. So if you download stuff from iTunes, so this is puts it back into the artist's pockets. Now this makes people want to download the actual project, because there's been a decline in whole sales of projects. People just want to stream the music. This is Kanye's attempt at putting some more money into the artist's pocket. Just straight up money. If this project is $10 or $15, give me that up front. Not no smoke and mirrored streams where I don't even know what's going on. You just give me some change from the streams.
What's your thoughts on it?
I get the idea, and I think the price point is the reason why, like with those features, because one, I feel like technology has been trying to find ways for us to, although buy different forms of technology to use, but try to mainstream everything on our phones, because that's what we usually have. But actually buying another product just to listen to a song, I don't know how I feel about that. I would have questions though. With the same way that I'm able to manipulate Kanye songs, when I am adding other songs, am I able to manipulate that too? Or it's just the Donda album that I'm able to manipulate?
This is what this device is capable of doing. Anything that's in there, any MP3, these are all MP3s, including the Donda. It's MP3, everything is loaded. And within the device, like I said, whatever determine whichever direction you slide your finger to, that determines what effect it will have on the actual MP3 that's playing.
Got it. And how would these artists make their money?
Because this now makes the fan ultimately think, do I want to stream this or just simply download it to my MP3 so I can continue to listen to my favorite artist, who is Kanye West, Donda 2, which is exclusively on the stem player.
Yeah.
So this is where we're talking about leverage now. Do I really want to continue to listen to? Do I really want to continue to listen to iMessenger? Not iMessenger.
Apple Music.
Apple Music, or do I want to continue to listen to my favorite artist, Kanye West, and his new album is exclusively on, and it's a game of playing chicken. Mm-hmm. Who's gonna back down? Kanye West just? Gil said he believes that Kanye West the next month after
he's right,
its release, you do too, that Kanye West is just gonna end up putting it on.
He would have to.
He has to.
Why does he have to?
So think about when people was doing the exclusive streaming war. Like, it's only being released on Tidal, and then a month or two later, it was available everywhere. Because record labels have distribution deals. Like, they have to put the music on certain. That's on every platform. Like, it's politics involved as well. That's why
this album is under Def Jam.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Unless Kanye, this is what I was trying to get at in the group chat. If you're telling me that the future of record labels are saying, like, the future of record label deals are artists get 100% of their masters, or they get a favorable deal with their masters, they don't control how their music is distributed. So you can have this. Yeah, Kanye can do this for a month, and he has to get. I'm guessing he has to get permission from Def Jam to do it. Def Jam was like, all right, let's see how this works. But after a month, it's gonna be everywhere.
And even
Are you sure that this album is gonna be released on Def Jam?
Yes. He's
positive?
re-up with Def Jam. Tell him, give me 50 million or I'ma quit.
Are you sure about that?
100%.
I'm even thinking about the idea of, if he doesn't release it where there is streaming, then he's going to lose money anyway, because they're going to.
That's not a
thing for Kanye.
That's not even.
Money?
He's already said, I lose money with music. Even still,
But okay.
if he is able to put this out the traditional way with a record label and have this music player, it's still a game of chicken. You're playing with a billionaire that doesn't mind. I still don't even believe that's a losing battle. Even though he's losing in that area, he makes so much money elsewhere that it's not gonna affect him as an artist.
Yeah, Kanye West it wouldn't.
I think this is the reason why he's doing this. It's not for him like a personal gain. I think he's really putting him, because he's in the position to literally blow millions of dollars yearly on his music to ultimately sacrifice, but direct the sacrifice or the sacrificial. Okay, so now I'm gonna put it all into this stem player.
Got you.
I understand I'm gonna lose money with music anyway, so why not have some type of future gain from actually providing this stem player?
But when I was saying like lose money, I just meant like eventually someone would take the files from the stem player and allow the public to listen to it. And at that point, then it'll just be playing and they're getting monetized from it.
I actually, then I stand corrected. I actually believe that will be the only one that you can't remove from the joint. But either way, you can. I could take my MPC,
Yeah, record the screen or whatever. Yeah, and
but
get
that's
the-
not the like the loss is the loss. Like Kanye West, he before the stem player even came out, he's already said it in his interviews. I actually lose money with music.
No, I get what you're saying. I understand that he doesn't care about money, but even the idea that he's gonna keep it on this stem player, that it's still gonna be heard, right? It's still gonna be heard by the masses because eventually someone's gonna figure out, or they're going to figure out, how to get the music out.
For sure. But
Wouldn't he want the numbers for the
purpose-
streams that he got for those songs?
The purpose is to make the bread.
So what?
The bread, the being the artist who's losing when it comes to streaming. Not him. He's gonna lose. I'm talking about future artists who will be the Drakes and the Waynes of the futures, the Jay-Z's of the future, or whatever, whoever you want to compare them to, using this type of
So just so
Model.
that I'm clear about what we're talking about. One, Kanye's not signed to Def Jam. He has a distribution deal with Def Jam. He's signed to Good Music. I guess that's his record label, but his distribution is through Def Jam under Universal Music Group. So he has a distribution deal.
That's still not. Now we talking about a totally different thing. If
I'm saying like if his distribution, like the way he distributes his music is through Def Jam has to put this out everywhere because they have contracts with Apple and Spotify and all these other places.
No, if you're talking about distribution, that's something totally different from saying a record deal, though, Greg. Because now you're talking about masters. When someone seeks out a distribution deal, they're seeking someone to distribute the music, and that is what their job is. Like outside of that, now my team, the people I hire, the people I bring to the table from my record label, we will determine how the music is distributed. So the money that would be from that distribution deal will be going toward the way my record label is saying or dictating how I want the music distributed.
So you don't think so? I don't know how distribution deals work, but you don't. I would have no. I'm just asking straight out. You don't think Def Jam has said something to the lines of whatever you produce and decide to put out needs to go through us?
Go through us. They're the distributor in that.
That's what I'm saying. So Kanye can't just put out music on his own. He needs to go through Def Jam to put it out.
What do you mean when you say go through Def Jam? What do you mean, like use their recording studios?
Use them as the distributor, as the distributor. Like if let's say I have a deal with Apple, where Apple is the people, I cannot use no other technology besides Apple. So if I decide to say, you know what, Apple's taking too much of my money, I'm gonna go to Microsoft. That would be a breach of contract.
We don't even have. It's like, what is a distribution company? It's like everything is digital distribution. It's like, so what?
But it's still distribution.
The term distribution, right? Yeah, it's just the way people will be getting the music. How many copies are distributed? But what are the copies? Like when we talk about a distributing company at the time when we were selling CDs. This is what I'm talking about, Greg.
The reason why they stopped selling CDs because as much as you're saying like now that you can upload your own MP3s to this media player, you said because I was thinking when you were saying you said a consumer can say, do I want to listen to Apple Music or do I want to make sure 100% of my money goes to the artist by listening to this MP3 player? But you forget there's a third option to that too, and it was called LimeWire. We could just download music illegally.
That can happen right now.
True. So, but the reason why streaming services became about was to end the whole LimeWire situation, and it did.
Yeah, but now what's something that is what LimeWire made it easier to do. You could download these joints and not get instant viruses. Your joint getting eat up. People don't just do that in general now. In general,
True.
it's not even.
I'm not talking about like computer viruses. I'm saying artists was losing money because of Napster. Like that's why Napster was bought out, because people was easily just downloading music with no regards to the artist losing any profit.
But more than ever, authentic is the thing. Like having the real thing. This is real. You know, it's not the fake shit type of.
For sure.
It's at an all-time high. So selling nostalgia would make sense. This is why I was saying when you say a distributing company uses digital distribution for being titled distributing company.
Yeah.
But this
And they still
brings
make
the
CDs and stuff,
nostalgia back because they actually have something to distribute besides a click of a button. Before that's what it was.
I think
Distributing.
They
They
still-
would distribute records.
they still do. Not to the mass
That was
level.
the thing.
Yeah.
This is the point. So now this puts it back to a place where something is able to be distributed. So the artist has something physical. It's not just something. It's not digital. It stores something digital or multiple digital entities on it.
I get that. I just think it's Kanye West can do this. He can because he's Kanye West. Lil Baby can't do this. Lil Durk can't do this.
It's not. This is now. Everything you're talking about is now. This is for the future. He's not just doing this for like everybody. Obviously, everybody can't do it. Not now. This is literally a long haul. Anything that you could think of right now is just literally people your names that of artists right now. But even the artists that are right now, some of them will be the artists of the future, and maybe they are not in the situation to do something like that now. Mm-hmm. But there's gonna be more artists in the future to do this.
He's basing this, like he's banking all of this on a hope that someone like Mr. Rent Money is gonna, or a whole bunch of people like Mr. Rent Money is gonna be like, this is so much better than me having one device called my phone and I can just search for any song in the world. That's what his hope is.
No, see, but the thing is, you're talking about numbers as far as how many people would do this. You don't even need, with doing it this way, someone paying $200 cash.
I'm not talking about numbers. I'm talking about pure functionality.
Bro, whether it's functional to you or this person or that person, I'm talking about how many numbers are actually, just because Kanye West is Kanye West, when this is done, and they bring back the numbers of how many people actually pay. Think about how many people are buying Yeezys.
Since the rollout of Donda, when he first introduced that thing, only 6,000 have been sold.
Yeezys?
No, the device.
That's actually pretty good, just to say the least.
Since Donda has been out,
Yeah.
so that's what's August to now 6,000. So
How long is that? It's been out right now. It's out right now.
Yeah, this is not a new concept. Like he did this for Donda.
Yeah, that's when he officially
But
marketed
this is
it out.
different though.
No, it's the same.
No,
it's
no,
literally the
what
same
I'm
machine.
saying.
The only difference.
I'm saying the difference now is he's saying it's exclusively on this device.
Yeah.
So now if you got I'm assuming if you got the original stem player with Donda, you're gonna have to buy a new one because the new one is gonna have the music on it. You got, unless there's some way that you can
No,
No.
it's exclusively on this device.
That's what I'm saying. So the old one wouldn't have it.
No, I think
We
no.
understood. I thought
No,
that was
I don't think
understood.
that's the case. I think that they would have like a system where they would have to plug it into something. I believe that he's not going to because then
Flaws already.
because if you think about it that way, that means it's like buying an album.
For sure.
But then that defeats the purpose of me now going onto iTunes and downloading songs.
Flaws.
Because now I have to add on to it. But if he allows like, okay, these people already have it. They're logged into this membership. So like, okay, when we get Donda, maybe they're not paying $200. Maybe they're paying $100 for
Is
it.
it really the same device?
Yeah.
It's the same looking device, yes. It's the exact same.
Same as the same device.
That's what I believe it is. It's like because you have to go to the Donda website and download the content or some shit.
Yeah, that just is
see-
gonna be
see,
in
so you have to
somebody's
download
Dropbox
it.
very soon.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's gonna be in someone's
Stop that.
Dropbox.
It's like that right now. We already know that's gonna happen. But the profit you made is you think you're gonna take losses in general.
For sure.
It's a loss being made every single time an artist is streaming their music on all of these platforms.
And I understand it. I don't disagree, but I think the reason streaming platforms became about so that artists was losing less.
What are you saying? What do you come when you say less? How
Like-
much money do you think an artist is making right now off of streams?
I don't know. I have no idea. I can't tell you.
So how could you say less? Less of what?
Less in the sense of you. Yeah. Would you say 1 cent is worth more than $0?
$0 and
Is 1 cent more?
Who would be
than
making $0?
When someone steals your music off of LimeWire?
That
that's
doesn't mean
$0.
No, that was a sale that never happened.
That's what I'm saying. Versus your money
But
being
you
on the
actually
stream.
made profit during that time. That person, that's just a matter of you focusing on the loss. They was still making money hand over fist.
No, I think you're missing me. What I'm saying is what I'm saying is that the reason why streaming platforms exist is because when someone, and I need you, like, I'm giving you like just the bare basics of what I'm trying to say. When someone downloaded the Marshall Mathers LP from LimeWire, Eminem, Dr. Dre, Aftermath, Interscope made no money off of that one person listening to that album over and over based off of them downloading it from LimeWire.
No, that's not the case. The reason why that's not the case is because the reason why it's not the case is just determines who is taking the money from you. You talking about the person who is behind their computer in their living room. That was the person that was stealing the money. And right now, Spotify, Apple Music, any streaming platform that you can think of, it's a whole nother number. And they saying you don't know what the number is. You just looking at a number in your face and saying this is what I'm supposed to get.
I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying.
I do understand what you're saying. I hear what
am
you're
I
saying.
saying?
I heard exactly what you're saying. I'm here.
No, what am I saying then?
If you want me to, just for kicks and thrills, I'll repeat it. What you already know that you said. You do remember what you said, right?
Yes.
So why do I need to repeat to you what you remember?
He wants to know if you understand what he's saying. So maybe you hear him, but what you're...
when downloading was a thing, downloading music for free, illegal was a thing, which still is a thing.
I'm
Like,
not saying that it's not. You know, people went to jail for downloading music illegally.
Yes,
It's called. They was considered a
piracy.
thief. Yes, right. So the whole thought behind streaming was because the biggest complaint was, why am I spending $12 for this album, $12 for this album, $12 for this album, when one, I could either download it for free, and like I said, nobody's now making any money off of it, or I could charge people $7.99 and they could download whatever they want. So yes, you're not making hundreds of millions of dollars that you would off the physical CD, but when people were just downloading off of LimeWire, they wasn't making nothing. So, but when someone streams it, you're getting at least a cent.
The replication industry for sneakers is a maybe even billion.
It's billion. It's $1 billion industry.
$1 billion industry Kanye West is still a billionaire, do you really think that Kanye West is fixated? He gotta be a greedy dude. I don't know. I think you just gotta be a greedy dude. If you're a billionaire and you are bummed and depressed about the billions of dollars that are profited off of sneaker replication, then something ain't
called cease and
adding up.
desist.
Cause he definitely making so much money that he can't even spend it all. So that doesn't stop the money that can and will be made. Like
I agree.
whether someone is gonna replicate it is another thing. But Kanye West's brand is one of those brands now where people want to spend the money because it's Kanye's brand. Like, I gotta get the real thing. And this conversation is like literally removing that, just thinking about, oh, the price of this.
Because
and
you said
the
it's
price
the
of that.
future of.
But what I'm saying is branding, even if it's not just Kanye West. If you're talking about fans, like people who have like made a fan base, developed a fan base of some sort, and is able to distribute their music in this way, I believe it's a really, really good music move. And it doesn't stop people who actually want to consume music through the streaming services. No one, it's not even like a thing, like, to me, like they're fighting against each other. People are definitely gonna still stream music the way they want to do it, but you cannot ignore the fact that brands, if they're built throughout time and consistency, there will be oodles of people who would be waiting in lines to consume their music this exclusive way.
I can understand that.
Me too.
I'm just saying that, like, when you're providing exclusivity to certain products, like, yes, the market to bring the users on there is awesome, but to maintain it, because again, like, if I'm spending $200 and now I know that I have to continually spend money every time I want a new song on this, like, financially for me, is that more feasible for me because I want this one?
Because it's right now. And because it's right now, I guarantee you they're going to take it to another level. So changing the all...
Making it like a membership, same thing like a streaming platform.
No, I'm saying even if you do that, but something visual, they're gonna change the experience. Like it seemed like a lot of companies are trying to come up with ways to keep you here, keep you focused on their product in a way of using versatility, like within different genres. So meaning like having movies or exclusive content from Kanye West, not just general movies. I'm saying, who knows? I don't know what Kanye West is thinking, but right now, or in the near future, I believe that's going to be a thing, like where they just going to change the experience to keep people, because you're right, there's so many other things you can consume on your phone that would be of better interest to you.
And it's not even really about interest. It's just understanding, like, now that's something else I need to carry with me. Like, I feel like even like the society that we are now in, we're trying to be minimalist for the most part and not trying to stack up things. And like every day there's another product or technology that you want me to purchase. And so if I want to listen to the album, now I got to find an adapter that's going to fit in my car.
I think that's
it Bluetooth?
That's why I was talking about functionality.
Like, what
it
happens?
does Bluetooth.
Okay, but it's just okay.
But then wouldn't that mean that you would be able to stream your music from it using it? Because it's like a pill.
Yeah, but now it's like, now I got to carry that around my phone, my wallet, my
People
keys.
do that anyway with pills. The pills are actually sold. Or no? Or do they? Or don't they?
Most phones are MP3 players.
No, I'm talking about carrying I know a bunch of people, and I was actually thinking about getting one as well. Like the joint, you could put it on your keychain type of joint.
Like
and
my
it's
AirPods?
No, it's a speaker.
Oh.
Out. This
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
stem player thing is a speaker.
So now I'm playing my music out loud?
You can.
You can play your music out loud, but you can
I can do it on
also
my phone.
stream it. You can also play it in your car. I get what you're saying, and I understand, even with the idea that I can even with Apple and the sound that they have for like
Spatial audio.
It's
just beautiful.
Like, right? And so I can understand where he's evolving to, and this is like the beginning stages of what the possibility can be. I can see what you're saying. I just see right now, even though it may be for the future, which makes sense to me, is that even as consumers, we've tried to find ways to, even regardless of how much money you have, to find ways to consume things and not overspend. And in this instance, and that's why we went from cable to streaming platforms. And now we're understanding that streaming platforms got hip to it. And now it's like we're paying for cable. And I feel like it's going to kind of be the same thing. It's like I'm going to go from, I just had to bring my phone to play my music and I can play it on different dynamics. But now I have this new thing that while I'm driving, possibly I might want to just hear the voices, that I have to bring this with me too.
This sounds like a Zoom.
And then even after now that I bring this with me,
I don't think this would be something for the driver. This would be type.
But I want to listen to the Donda 2 album.
I'm not talking about the driver. I'm saying unless you just want to drive by yourself for the rest of your life and never have anyone sit in the passenger side or in the back seat, like at all, like going to the beach or like going on a road trip and somebody is
But do
the
you
DJ,
not see how problematic that is?
to have someone be the DJ?
I like to drive by myself.
Yeah, that would be the case, and some people don't even have a car. Like this is.
But you think what I'm talking to is just the functionality of this device. Like
this is no different from like the fact that we're mentioning that it's physical and it has a speaker that comes out of it. Like, hello, if there's a bunch of companies that make mad bread off of just selling,
that is not what we're talking about. Well, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just saying it's another thing.
Yes, and I just said there are other companies who sell another thing and they make mad bread.
Yeah, but these other companies aren't exclusively putting something on it that I want.
And it's not Kanye West. It's not Kanye West.
If it could be, it could be Eminem. Eminem could do it. I would say this is dumb.
Eminem is not Kanye West.
I understand. You're missing me. I'm saying it could be anybody.
No,
I don't care who it is.
We can't just say anybody.
The fact that there is another device that I have to carry around that has something on it that I can't get anywhere is a functionality flaw.
To a person who is sold out on, there are people, this is the number one sneaker brand right as of now, right? The Yeezy
He did
brand.
not jump over the jump, man. He keeps saying it, but it ain't the truth.
Number one.
He's not even over Nike.
Number one, number two, whatever. He's
up there though, for sure.
Up there. And just the brand in general.
Yeah.
Yeezy. So if it's up there, then that means there would be millions of people who, just because it is, I just bought the Yeezys and I just got the new Yeezy drip. I definitely need this to go put everything together. This is the number one brand or number two, number three, whatever.
I don't disagree with that.
It's
but
gonna
what
make
happens when you
bread.
say that I can't wear my Yeezys in between the month of July and August because
like
it's
I got on
exclusive.
mad Nike, but I still want to listen to Donda too.
Like I understand where he's going, but we've also seen like the what were they called?
Zoom?
The iPad, they were made by Apple.
iPod Touch.
Like the iPod Touch.
Obsolete.
Like the idea that when you're putting music in this other thing, it made sense, but now again it's just remembering to bring another tool. Now at home, even as a producer, I can see how this can be an evolution. Even someone that's starting producing, definitely something that you might even want to partake in. But just for your everyday, to know that it's just $200 for one album
See,
right now.
The reason why you even have that, you could be so cocky. Like,
I'm not cocky.
No. When I'm saying cocky is because it's so accessible to everybody. We can consume. All of us can stream music so leisurely and I'm saying cocky because what if a bunch of people who you really like just straight up said, yeah, I'm with this shit too, and that's how I'm doing it.
We would just have a lot of songs on YouTube. Like, the thing is that once you make things exclusive in America, we'll say, oh, okay, we're going to find a way to duplicate it, and we're going to be able to listen.
Yes,
to
but
like
that does not
exclusivity.
stop.
Even with the idea,
no.
like, okay.
Exclusivity. Are you talking about this? Everything is branded on. I remember there was a time where we would do a check in the tag. Even as a kid, like tag check, take off the fitted. Let me check and see if that's real. That's always a thing. It's right now drip like.
But not when it comes to consuming music.
Can I give you a recent example of how exclusivity didn't really do what people think it was going to do? Look at Tidal. When Tidal first came out, this was supposed to be the thing that gives money back to artists.
Jay-Z brand is not Kanye West. Listen, the brand that Kanye West has with music and the fashion, although they are definitely in two different genres, and there are people who...
I think it's a culture, though, but the culture is the same.
There are people who will spend that money on some things, but the Yeezys, they won't spend that bread on, and there are people who will spend whatever on the Yeezy brand.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's not just the sneaky,
no, there's totally
sneakers.
I would never take away, just like you said, there's 6,000. Like, people bought them. I don't think that there wouldn't be people that are going to buy them.
Yeah.
There always going to be people that want to buy anything that for an artist that they idolize or they love or they want to support. I get that. I'm saying for the masses, when you're bringing up this whole new tool, that's where I'm coming from.
But that does, just because y'all thinking about it from the consumer's perspective. Kanye West is not even thinking about it from the consumer's perspective. This is all about the artist. It's not. So when it just wouldn't be for you.
Yes.
The artist is the struggling artist who is not making any bread needs to
pay $200.
No, Kanye West has a brand that worked up to that point to make people pay $200 for his album.
I get that, but we're talking about the struggling artist that you're bringing up.
Yes, but if there are people who have, just like Kanye West, well, not just like Kanye West with the time, it's still amount of profit that can be made by this exclusive approach. If you have people who have consistent shows, even at a smaller level, we think if you take the aspect of quantity out of how many people are consuming it, throw it out the window, because from the artist, he's thinking, yo, I'm getting whatever my fee is up front. Whatever anybody think about the quantity, so up front, this like literally doubles, triples, quadruples. So
how do you buy the music?
It's downloaded on. Okay, so you have a website and you download it on your joint. So that means
he would have to have. So he would have to create like a whole platform like Tidal.
This is actually the exact argument that I was having years ago with the fellas. Like, I was saying that there's going to be a point where artists are going to have streaming platforms who have collected a catalog that is so potent, not even necessarily lengthy. Obviously, you would actually purchase a streaming platform if it was, let's just say, Drake, just a random arbitrary artist. You know, even though Drake doesn't own the masters to all of his songs, but for the sake of having this amount of songs, so many songs that if Drake, let's just say, if Drake had his own device, you're telling me that people would not literally buy another device?
I don't think so.
If it wasn't on any platform, are you kidding me?
Wait, if you're saying if he takes everything away,
yes,
yeah, most likely, I think so.
And what I'm saying is, at the rapid way, we still in the beginning stages of. Nah, there's no way. If you go to any party right now, it's mad Drake.
So can I?
Every song
can I tell you
Drake.
what's the argument to that, or what's the flip side to that? Because you can look at Jay-Z and Beyonce. When Tidal came out, they took all their stuff off of Apple Music, only put it on Tidal, right? And so it came down to, yes, everyone did sign up for Tidal. Everyone signed up for Tidal who wanted to listen to Jay-Z and Beyonce. But literally 6 months later, everything was back on Apple Music. You want to know why? Because people did not cancel their Apple Music subscription.
That Tidal is Tidal, but this is an entirely different thing.
Do you understand that even though they took away their music from every other streaming platform, created this platform so that people would sign up and buy, their music still went back to the other place because business investors realized they're not canceling their Apple Music subscription. So what's the point of us only having our stuff here when we can make more money by having our stuff here as well and people still on Tidal?
Because Kanye West stem plays an entirely different format. Kanye West stem plays is actually a counter to a streaming platform, whether it's Tidal, Apple Music.
Tidal was a counter to Apple.
No, but it's still within the same. It's a counter, but they're in the same.
But how is it? My thing
way
is,
of distributing
how is it the
music?
stream player?
Because
how is it the stream player?
Because it's not in the artist's favor. It's within the streaming platform's favor. They're literally saying, "Here, you take this 2 cents. Here, you take this cent."
So can I ask you a question? So the new artist Gilly Lock is about to put out an album. Would you tell him to use the stem player, or would you tell him to put it out on distribution platforms?
A new artist, we already just specific. I don't know if you remember. We said that if a person has collected that amount of fan base of fans within their fan base.
So today, who else do you think can do that outside of Kanye West?
Tyler the Creator, Bruno Mars.
You think these people could afford to lose the kind of money that Kanye West is losing and be okay?
Why would you even ask that? They're not billionaires. We know that. That's
what I just asked you. You just told me those artists can do it.
No, that's not what I thought you meant, Greg. I thought that was obvious. If a billionaire, we just think about math. We just said Kanye West knows he's a billionaire and he's losing money as a.
So the real question is then: do you think someone else can replicate Kanye West's success?
Meaning, like, be as successful?
Because you're saying the only people that can do this is people of like Kanye West, who has built a brand that actually exceeds music to the point where people are wanting this.
No, I'm not even saying it even at the Kanye West level and above type of thing. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying having a fan base. Just having a fan base. You're
kind of contradicting yourself.
No, I'm not.
Would you? Because
just having a fan base, the fan base would purchase the exclusivity.
So tell me. Okay, we're gonna bring this to an end. I just need to know what is the criteria of doing this, because if you're just saying a fan base, Eminem has a fan base. Tyler the Creator
Everybody
has a
can't
fan
do
base.
it. Everybody
who
can't do
because
it.
you're going to take
I said
a
it's
loss.
the future. You can only name artists right now that you see in front of your face that are in the tabloids, right? Whatever you want to say, whatever.
So,
Whatever
you're saying
blog.
it's a futuristic thing, and I'm saying, so with that being known, as you just said, I'm saying, do you think that Kanye? Because right now, the only person that can do it is Kanye West.
That's why he's the
That's what I'm saying. So someone would need to be able to replicate Kanye West's, not his success, but the brand success. And if you think that's possible,
replicate would mean doing exactly what he did. No, they would
no,
say
it doesn't.
Replicate. Look up replica. Come on,
but
Greg,
you know
exactly
what I mean by
means.
replicate.
No, I just told you what I thought.
Well,
replicate.
When I say
means.
replicate, I mean like you can clearly see that they have their brand has exceeded past what it was supposed to be.
A replication.
That's what Kanye West has done. He has taken his brand.
How is that a replication?
Because it's a replication, meaning like I am now on Kanye West level. I'm not Kanye West. I didn't create Yeezy. I didn't create a fashion label. No, I'm just saying that I'm on his level.
Yeah, but when you're on someone's level and you're not just a replication, then you can literally look at what you feel like they did wrong, what you feel like you can do right. And it's a different type. You can take what he did and say, you know what? I'm gonna distribute my shit this way, but it still is a means of someone paying a flat fee. That's the whole point.
I get
of
what
him.
you're saying. It's like guitar. Isn't there like a thing like that where you can post like your album and people can either give you the money that you want or like donate to you to get like your album?
Right.
So it's like that, but on a device.
Right.
Okay, I can see that.
And trying to make obviously what you're saying has to be taken in account for with the fact that you're saying you have to get something else. So he's trying to say, well, yeah, you do have to get something else, but here's a different type of experience you can have.
And which is I'm saying is that's why I understand the price point. So I get the price point. I get everything. It's just to know that you are taking an album. That you've been telling us that you're going to work on it. Tell us that you're going to release it. But now tell us that you're about to release it on an exclusive product that now we have to purchase the product in order to listen to the album. My thing is, yes, there are going to be people that buy them. Of course they are. But I also understand that it won't take away from me not listening to album. I'm probably going to be able to listen to Donda Tutu without buying the stem player. In the future, is the stem player something that would make sense to me if it provides me more than just the functioning of changing the beat? Because I'm not really interested like that into just hearing the voice or not. And at this point, again, I believe that if I go on any other platform, someone would have done it, then I can hear it. And I still don't have to pay the $200. Right. But as a true fan of Kanye and understanding that this is another way to consume his music, absolutely, I get it. I understand why someone would purchase it. Hence the 6,000 people that did purchase it. And we got to see how it works. That's how you know how it works, because somebody had to buy it for you to see how it worked. See how that worked? So I just believe that we've seen him say things are exclusive, but we've also seen him, there's a time frame where it is exclusive, but then we all of a sudden just see it everywhere. If he's able to keep it like that, shout outs to him. Keep the dream alive. But I think Kanye and his brand and just his personality, he wants everybody to hear him and understand his greatness. So even at this point, this exclusive thing is great, but he wants the feedback from the world. It's gonna be to a point where
his ego,
it needs to be heard. He literally had us watch him create and evolve a whole album in front of us. Paid to watch it too. I mean, like, chicken nuggets was like $50. But at the same time, people did it. But also there were streaming platforms for people that didn't have to pay, although they were paying monthly to still watch him. So everybody still made money. The people that was able to be there, hence people that would buy the device, and people like me that will just wait for my streaming platform to say, hey, yay, you ready now? I'll wait 2 months. I mean, I waited a long time for a Kanye album, so But I think it was a great conversation, and I understand where you're coming from. The idea is definitely ahead of its time, but I feel like we've seen this before. However, the idea that you can manipulate the sound, I can see how I can play the advantages with people in the music industry or want to be producers or even singers. I can see all of that, but that's a no for me, dog. For $200 to listen to Donda 2.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go to my topic. Are we good? We're good. Thank you so much, everyone, for sticking here with us. Right now, we had hit. We've been talking about a lot of music now. So let's switch gears a little bit. Now that we know what the greatest label is of all time and how Ye, which is a part of the greatest label of all time, has now established a device that may be the greatest of all time. So shout out to the greatest of all time. My topic for this evening is: would you start a business or be in business with someone that you're not in a relationship with, but you have been intimate with?
Yes.
Yes, you would.
This depends. But I would. It depends on the circumstances.
Break it down to me.
Well, I'm about to do an album with somebody who I was in a relationship with. It was a serious relationship. Not just a little something, but it was a serious relationship with. And I never thought I'd be able to get to this place, and we're here.
Shout outs. Have you ever said any stories about this person?
Yeah.
Is this the fly out person? The person that was in Florida?
Nah.
No, it's not that one. Okay. Okay. So you think it's okay.
Just depends on us. It's not likely. I would say that.
Okay. And so the thing about your situation, from what I'm getting, is that you guys actually was in a relationship. So you guys actually were intimate. But right now you guys are just platonic. There's no intimacy. Are you comfortable with me asking if y'all gonna be intimate? Is you planning on ever being intimate? Because right now in my scenario, the question is that you're working together and you guys is fucking.
Nah.
But you guys are not together.
Nah.
Are we
But you guys
currently
are
fucking?
working. Yes.
Absolutely not. No. Because someone feels like they got something over on the other.
Because of sex?
Yeah.
What
Absolutely.
do you have over someone?
You're not in a relationship, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Get that. But if you are y'all like just y'all having sex though?
Yeah.
Right? Have a disagreement. Yeah. We're not having sex now. Or depending on the person, people are spiteful.
Spiteful because of sex?
Yeah.
Now you're talking about feelings, Greg.
I understand.
Okay, so with that being said, you're just saying that once someone has sex, there's feelings. So now, since there's
Unless
feelings,
people are
there's
just
no problem.
fucking. Just
Yeah, Greg, that's a thing.
Well,
Greg, that's a thing. I feel like we've had conversations about this. We've had episodes.
no, we have, and
That is
that's just
absolutely
something
a
I just
thing.
don't. I don't think that's something I would ever
want you to work
agree
harder
with.
on
I think
that.
you gotta feel something for the person to allow them.
Feel a nut. Yeah, Greg.
Wow, I need to get to that level of savage.
January 1 to February 18 probably would have been a little different if you did, my guy.
Wow.
But yeah. Okay. So what if I hypothetically in this scenario that I'm throwing to you that there's no feelings involved? It's just
No feelings involved.
Yeah.
Just straight. Give me a second, because I don't even have I can't give you a direct answer. For the sake of it, I'm gonna say yes. I guess, because if you're just looking at sex as just a thing like we eat food together every day, or something like that, then yeah, of course, nothing's gonna happen.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna stay in this scenario. Yes, it can definitely
It
happen.
can happen. Okay. So I'm torn. I think it could happen too. I think that people are adults, and if you are okay,
We want people to be adults.
yeah. But and if we enjoy being in each other's insides, I think that we should get to explore that. But we are great people in a business aspect where I can dominate in this area, and you're really great at that area, and combine that we can do great work together. I would definitely want to be a part of that, to make more money and come. Why not? No?
It just got with that. He said, "Make more money and come."
Yeah.
So, but wait. So, can I ask you a question though?
Yeah.
Because this is why.
Because I do have the other side too, so I'll bring that up as well.
Well, I was about to say this is why I don't think it can work.
Yeah.
You don't think of everyone you've ever had sex with, right?
Yeah.
There was nothing, no get to know, no, hey, I'm Greg, you're somebody.
Mm-hmm.
There's something here. The
Yeah.
only way you realize something is here is through at least one conversation.
Okay.
And you gotta know something.
That I wanna
Something
have sex
is
with you.
something is intriguing you to have sex with them.
Yeah.
And you don't think it's more than just the physical?
No.
So you're just talking. So some dude that you look beyond, like you think this nigga is gorgeous.
Does his breath smell good?
And his breath smell good. He smell good. He look well.
I love
You
that.
start talking to him. He sound dumb.
Yes.
Dumb as fuck.
Yes.
You still gonna smash?
Maybe.
Whoa.
I don't want. We're not working together.
No, you're in the office. Y'all working together.
No. Because when I'm saying working together, I mean like creating a business, not work office. We're co-workers and we're having sex. I'm talking about, like, hey, let's create this business plan. Let's talk about branding, trademarking. Like, let's start a business together.
So when did the sex start? Before y'all started working?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, before.
Then that's different. Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, so I could see how it could work. I could see how it could work, but I could also see how it could not work.
And y'all continuing to have sex after you started the business together.
Why would I stop? Why would you stop? Why would I stop? Why would you stop?
As soon as you have one bad idea, be like, see, because you wasn't putting your A game in last night. This is terrible.
No, sometimes you get the best business conversations while you ride and kind of explore some thoughts. I'm just saying. I think that to understand that you can go into business with someone is different than the sex. Like, I think sex is just a plus to the situation, but trusting that you guys can do the work. I think if people are if you're saying that you're just with this person and you're creating this business just because you want to continue fucking them is different. But if we're actually trying to build this brand for each other and despite if we continue to have sex or not, we know that we have a goal. I'm all for that. Because even if we stop having sex tomorrow, we still gonna make money.
I think logically it's supposed to work, but I just think it never does.
Well, yeah, because
That's
it's gonna be.
That's my answer.
Because in your scenario, which I can see in your mind, is that there might be a time where someone doesn't want to have sex, and then it becomes a issue because now it's just like, this is what we do.
I just think everybody catches feelings, or one party catches feelings all the time.
But how does that change the business?
Because if one of us catch feelings,
Yeah.
and I'm just thinking we're just fucking,
Yeah.
and I'm treating you like a coworker and not like
You mean a
someone,
partner?
a partner, whatever. I'm treating you like a partner, coworker. I'm treating you like a business professional.
Yeah.
And you're thinking something else. That's
Why would I?
because someone caught feelings.
No, we're gonna talk about it. Just like we talk about our business, we're gonna talk about why you in your feelings.
And you don't think that can end badly?
I think that two people that decide to go into a business together, regardless if you think there's going to be like, if I'm thinking about it, I'm already putting it in the clause in the contract or whatever. If in the event we separate or something, these are how we're gonna divvy up the assets because it's our business. That's something that'll be already implemented. So I'm not worried about the back and forth if we fucking or we not fucking because this is a business.
See, you are thinking you're talking in what is supposed to be.
But that's what I'm saying is that, Greg, there's two sides to the coin. I'm telling you that there's a way that it could work.
I know, and that's why I said it.
We're agreeing. There's obviously ways that it cannot work. I can see how people can catch feelings. I can even see the idea that you mistaken the idea that this great vagina or this great penis was really going to be this great person. And it just stopped there. It literally stopped there.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, I think it should happen. It is supposed to happen where two people are just casually having sex and starting a business. It's supposed to be, everything is supposed to be fine and copacetic no matter
but is
how
it okay? Like, should it be
But
a
I
thing?
just don't think it ever will happen.
It will ever happen?
I don't think it can happen. I'm sorry. That's what I should
No, you've
say.
never seen it happen.
Yeah, because I don't think it can happen.
You don't think that's happening now?
I think it can. Well, wait, let me rephrase my words because it can happen.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen. That's what.
Okay, it doesn't happen often.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand that, and I think I can see. I want to bring it to you, Mr. Runny, Mr.
Runny.
Sorry, Mr. Rent Money is going back into a place where you didn't think that you were ever going to work with this person again, and now you're working together again. Do you see that? Because the person probably listens. She listens to this podcast.
Well, she was tuned in the whole time.
Yo, what up? No,
That's not.
she's not here
I'm not
anymore.
online right now.
Oh, okay, that's safe. But anyways, it's just the idea of like when you answered the question, you were just thinking about someone that you were intimate with, that you're working with. But now think about the idea of what me and Greg was talking about was the idea that you're working with someone that you're having sex with. Are you able to do that? Do you think it's a thing? Do you think it actually could happen? Should people not do it? It's not a thing. No one should. Like, what do you think?
Well, there are times when there's like preliminary trials. It's like just one time. It's like just show you something real quick. Just see what it's like. Just show you something real quick and just never
Do it again.
never do it. Like just show you, but just
Let me
really,
show you
really
something
show
real
you real quick.
And that's something
Like,
being
really.
my
And
dick.
I don't mean saying
But that's
real
like
quick
working
in the
together.
sense of, I'm not saying. Look, I want to be clear about when I say real quick. I'm not talking about. I don't want no man. I'm not talking about like that. I'm just saying like just saying it. Let me just show you something real quick.
Yeah.
That type of
Something
thing.
being my
Just real quick, but
See, and in those instances, finish your thought because I'll just respond to it.
we got something to handle, like that type of thing.
That's understood. So, but in this situation, you guys are working together now. So there's one time, right? You guys did it, but now you might liked it and you want to do it again. She don't. And what if she liked it? And you don't want to do it again.
Somebody catch feelings.
Yeah,
And and so, does your business relationship still continue at this point? Are you able to maintain a business relationship at this point? Should you even had to tell her to go somewhere real quick because now the business is over at this point?
Well, for me, I can't say it's the same thing with everybody. It definitely wouldn't be the same thing for everybody. But for me, if I would have to like weigh out the pros and cons within my life
Yeah.
and the way things are situated. Yeah, I
You would like to do it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like that would be
Ideal. No?
ideal. Wouldn't be the
No, because you actually want to be in a relationship with the person that you want to be in a business with?
No, that's
Oh, okay.
no. That goes into something totally different because I don't even want to be in a relationship.
Ever?
I can't even see, like, not even in the near future. I really don't even see it.
Like,
to be
but
honest,
ever.
yeah, but I'm not thinking about it. I'm really not, like, I'm
Okay.
not.
Okay.
I don't, like, I think about it, but then when I see like I weigh things in my mind all of the time, and then I go, I don't want to deal with that. Like I don't want to deal with having the answer to nobody. Like checking in and no. I really enjoy the time that I have by myself. I really enjoy being by myself and not being around other people or even a woman. It's like just in particular. But at the very same time, it's like a duality, I say. A split duality of me actually wanting the affection from a woman. You know what I'm saying? Just feeling the touch of a woman's skin type of thing, like all that. You know what I'm saying? Like it gets real deep, but at the end of that, like, that's just where the
guys,
line is really drawn at this point for
so
me.
So much
like,
more for you guys.
At this point, the line is really.
And I get it, because I even understand, like, even with some of the experiences that you had and like where you are in your life and what you want to kind of focus on. But I do believe that there's a woman that's there, like literally, like that you can be in a space and you can still, I wouldn't say like be alone, but have your space and still have her there as well and still feel like home. I think that that's going to be a time for you. I just think that in this point in time for your life, I definitely understand what you actually want to focus on, and I think a relationship may not help, but I truly believe that everything that you want by yourself, you can have with someone else too.
Hey, I'm just saying, like, I just really don't. Not now, like, and I even like the near. It's like some things I see in the near future for myself and my son, like. But that's not even one of them. Like, not even the near future, or even like 10 years from now.
Wow. Okay. Like, you guys,
I don't know.
All right.
I don't see it.
And Greg, do you even want to comment on that?
No, I wanted to comment on. You said, could you even would you like to continue the business with them?
Yeah.
After the in your scenario, you said one of you want to continue, but the other one want to stop. Yeah, I don't think it can, because I think at that point, thoughts would be manipulated in a sense of.
I think that's immature people. I think when you realize that you have a whole company, not saying that people haven't thrown away companies for less, but I'm saying that when you've already decided, I think when you're making. But it doesn't always happen. I know. I get that. Like, the fairy tale stories or the ideal situation does happen. But when I'm thinking about the scenario, if I know that I'm intimate with this person, and now we want to start this business, I've had to take into account the checks, the pros and the cons in this situation already. I shouldn't be just jumping into the pool thinking that we're gonna swim just because, again, like, the sex is amazing.
I think you're speaking in ideals for sure, and I think yes, ideally, like, you would wish that can happen, but I think human nature, human flaw, you get rejected, it's going to affect you.
I've been rejected.
And I'm not saying that you're going to throw away your business. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. Will it affect your business? I think it will.
I think it'll be like a little hiccup initially.
For sure.
But I think that some people, like, throw themselves into their work if in those instances.
Yeah, I think it takes a it takes a strong-minded and strong-willed person to be able to do that. Me personally, I would never put myself in that position.
I can understand that.
The rejection, though. You mentioned the rejection.
Yeah, because in her situation, she said one person wants to keep going, the other person wants to stop. Someone has been rejected, right? And logically, someone has been rejected.
Yeah.
So I would say what I've seen in those kind of scenarios is that usually one or two things happen. Someone is now just trying to capitulate to the person. They're trying to get back in their favor and trying to get back to what they had as far as having sex, or they go the completely opposite way and be like, fuck you, Fuck this business. You don't want to fuck me. I don't want to fuck with you at all. Fuck all of this.
I can see that happening, but I don't think that's always a thing that has to happen because we're not in a relationship.
No, it doesn't always have to happen. You're right. It doesn't.
But it's like, and I think that the expectation of that happening in a sense of people in a relationship and starting a business makes more sense to me than people that are just having sex, because I could be having sex with other people too. The other person could have it. So it's not just saying like, oh, this is this exclusive thing and we're just humping on each other. Shout outs to you, Jenny.
That's fine.
That's where we got it from, right?
Who?
We got it from Jenny. Okay. Yeah. So I think that in that situation it's different because it's already open with the idea that
the hope
we're
is that
intimate with other people.
I think in the situation you just hope that no one catches feelings.
And you can't, and I'm saying that you can't stop someone from catching feelings.
You can't.
It could happen.
And that's why I would just never put myself in that position.
But I'm also saying is that, like, understand that in any situation you can catch feelings, but you have to, once business is involved, I think that has to be a conversation that should be had.
For sure.
Like, I don't think it should be assumed that we want to work together and we haven't talked about the sex aspect because, yes, in the event feelings happen, what happens to the business? I think those are things that should be talked about.
Then to answer the original question directly, no, I would not.
You would not.
Yeah, because there's too much risk involved.
There's too much risk?
Yeah.
You'd really think that you would like just stop and she's just gonna take the whole company
It's either
down.
like you said, you can't control other people catching feelings.
Yeah.
I can control myself, and yes, I may not catch feelings, but I don't know that person. I don't know if she's going to catch feelings.
But that's
Right.
and
I
that's
can't
okay.
control that. So
but that's what I'm saying is, that's
because
why.
because I can't control that, I wouldn't do it.
And I respect that, and I don't think there's anything wrong with your answer. But why are we not having that conversation? Because my thing is going into an initiative, like, we're not gonna catch feelings. I mean, we know what we're doing, right? But let's have that conversation of what happens if we do. We're now talking about $1 million business that we have. What happens when we stop fucking? What happens if I decide that I want to be in a relationship and we know we should have these conversations? Will it actually, can it play out the way that we say it if that happens? Maybe, maybe not. But at least we're now both open to the idea of the possibilities of what could happen if this happened.
For sure. But the thing is, a conversation wouldn't need to be had. Only because if you're saying this is a business, right?
Yeah.
The paperwork is the conversation. Honestly.
Yes, but you need to have the conversation for the paperwork. Like I said,
Not really.
In mine, that's going to be in there. The dissolution of our company, if we have to split it, is already going to be implemented into the
for sure. That's understandable. Like, of course you split your assets, and I get all that.
Yeah.
But we're talking about the sex part, right? We're talking about when the sex stops because something happens. What happens to the business? And I'm saying
we're not always saying that the sex stops, but we're in this scenario, yes, the sex.
And I'm saying, like, there doesn't need to be a conversation beforehand about, okay, so we're going to start this business together, but listen, at some point we might not be having sex again.
Yeah.
And I don't know why we're going to not have sex again.
Yeah.
But this is going to happen when we don't have sex anymore.
Okay.
I don't think that conversation should ever happen.
Why?
Because that just makes, to me, that's not a, I'm not going into any business talking about sex.
We was already having sex already.
But I'm not talking about business when even if we are having sex. The paperwork will speak for itself because both of our names are on this LLC.
Yeah.
And whatever happens, should like you said, what's supposed to happen is if we do stop having sex, the paperwork says you and I are both on this on this business.
Yeah.
So we have nothing really to talk about.
Yeah.
Honestly. So I don't think I would ever. I'm not having a conversation with a chick saying, "Okay, we're having sex and we're starting this business."
Well, wait, okay, so I don't think
let's talk about.
That's not the conversation that how it would start like that. I would just think. I think it would be more in a sense of we know that we're having sex with each other, and at some point this may stop. Will this affect our business? Can you see that affecting our business? I feel like before you even start having a business with somebody that you're just
that's
fucking,
the conversation you're having.
Yes, these are the conversations that I'm having. Not like, oh my God, there's gonna be this one day, I don't know, like 10 years from now,
are a real
that I might
unicorn.
stop. Like,
because people are only starting businesses with someone that they're having sex with is because they're having sex with the person.
Right.
what?
Yeah, right. Like, it's like we in this together. Like,
We might as well start the business together.
No, that's foolish.
You are a unicorn.
That is foolish. That's saying that you're literally
Ideally.
believing in this person's insides, and you're saying, you know what, You're a CEO.
That's a thing.
You
Yeah.
are an entrepreneur.
But honestly, that's what happens.
But that's not how it's supposed to work.
That's what I'm saying. You're talking in ideals.
Ideally, it should work like this. Like, don't go in a business with someone whom you have any ties with, like, emotionally. Just, keep it business.
Mm-hmm.
Business. Ideally, that makes sense because you could think about ways it can be profitable, and you don't have to worry about the drama that may get intertwined into the business that we want to make the most money we've ever made in our lives. With the emotional aspect of getting in a relationship, though it makes no sense because now you're thinking with the physical and the heart, you know what I'm saying, and not so much your mind. It doesn't make sense. You should not. No.
You should not what?
You're like,
You should not go into business with someone whom you've had an emotional attachment. That's usually it's gonna mix in.
Okay, I understand what you're
Some
saying.
things.
Okay, and that's what I'm saying. I agree with the emotional side.
We know you
But
agree.
what I'm saying is that in when I'm thinking about when I'm asking the question to you guys, is more of a sense of we are two people that have sex but have a idea, and we think that we would be really great at starting a business together.
So it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what I mean by you talking in ideals, because in the way I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the way you're thinking about it is, we are saying that we should start a business together, regardless of the sex.
Yes, it's just now you just happen to be having sex.
But and correct me if I'm wrong, but what I'm thinking, or my idea in my head is that we should start this business because we're having sex.
That's dumb.
Right.
I get that, and yes, that does happen. But then that's what I'm
like you forgetting about it. Like, wait, let me think about this.
They could be bad with money and everything.
Yes,
but
like they have no.
It. And they got one good idea,
and it sounds great.
And it sounds amazing because you are in them guts. And she is selling you on this shit.
I think we should build.
You know what?
Let's
go to the bank tomorrow. Let's fill out this paperwork tomorrow because these guts are telling me to. I'm thinking with my other head.
These guts.
Yo, that changes lives. That creates
head, I'm thinking with a whole different head at that point.
Understood. And I can see how that can happen. Absolutely, I can see how that can happen. I'm telling you, you know
what you right, baby. That's a good idea.
You know what? How much you need to start that business?
That's a good idea.
You got bad credit. Don't worry about it.
It's what?
We got this.
So you don't save. Oh, that is great. That's fine. That's fine.
The I becomes the we.
No,
we got this, babe.
But in this scenario, in my eyes, there are two people that are great. They're building a business and they happen to have amazing sex at the same time. I think there's a possibility that could happen. I could also see how it can definitely fall apart if those two individuals don't want the same things for the same reasons. If it's really if it's like a one-sided thing, just like where like I'm doing it because the sex is great and not because we have a common goal to build and create this legacy, then absolutely we're setting up for failure. Absolutely. So I agree with that.
Cool.
I thought that was all right.
But that was good.
Well, Mr. Rent Money.
I am Mr. Rent Money, and these are my conspiracy theories.
Do you honestly believe what you're saying right now? It's not true.
What's up, guys? I'm Mr. Rent Money, and this is the segment of the show where I will be giving you my conspiracy theory of this episode. And today I want to briefly speak about something that was on the Joe Rogan Experience. So he had a guest who was speaking about how he believes depression, anxiety, and all of these mental illnesses are caused by our phones, devices, and just think about how you feel if you don't have your phone. The level of anxiety that occurs and depression as well. Like if you knew for sure you lost your phone,
Yeah.
how down you would feel, how anxious you would feel, like maybe there's hope that I could get my phone, but then at the
Like
same
I feel
time,
like my
like
AirPods. Remember
no,
that time?
yeah.
Both times.
See, that's AirPods. But just
think about
imagine
my
your
phone.
phone,
But
the
if you can see
livelihood
how I
within your
felt about
phone.
my AirPods, just think about how I would have felt about my phone.
Right.
I was
And-
outside.
And he was speaking about this, but this conspiracy theory goes actually way deeper. It's not even really a conspiracy theory because depression has been linked through our phones because of the lack of sleep many people are getting from looking at this blue light all day. And it's giving people what's the sleeping illness called? Sleep apnea.
Sleep apnea, yeah.
And sleep apnea causes people to become depressed because they're fatigued throughout the day. It's ultimately making many people's emotions become tampered with from cellular devices. And on the guy expounded upon how we are only living in the beginning stages of cellular devices as it pertains to the way we consume music, consume products in general now, like just streaming platforms.
And
It was
data,
never
yeah.
like this. So with the streaming platforms, is designed for us to literally keep our faces glued to our
sure.
phones
For sure.
for a large portion of the day. And we already know, like I said, it's messing with our sleep, which is connected to becoming depressed because now your emotions are like off balance and everything because you're not getting enough sleep, which is messing with your like maybe your immune system or like different things like that happens. Like your body is affected when you lose sleep.
Is Joe Rogan saying that? Oh no, not Joe Rogan. Are you saying that the conspiracy is that they're actively putting things in our phones to keep us on them, and that's contributing to so many health issues?
The content, and
that
goes
for sure.
That's another thing that just goes into a totally different conversation as well.
No, because I'm a firm believer just the way that they designed the design of a phone. How easy it is to hold in your hand, how you can take it everywhere, how they continually up the resolution so that it's not harsh to your eyes, so that you can be on it. Remember when you was younger, your mom you would say like move away from the TV so you don't go blind.
Right.
That shit don't matter no more.
Yo, when you up at night and the lights are off,
Yeah.
to say that no, that's not true. That's not true that it doesn't matter anymore. When you hit, there's something in your brain where when you're sleepy and you see light, you just saying in a sense of like just damaging your eye.
Yeah.
I'm speaking in a sense of staying up.
Yeah, and I'm talking. Me too. I'm saying I'm talking about the same thing. So because there was a point where the light would be so harsh that you want to close your eyes. But
back in the day when people would say move back from the TV was because of the damage.
yeah, I was just giving an example. I'm just saying with today's technology, especially like iPads and phones and stuff, like the main thing about like phones that people thought was going to be so damaging to people, of course health wise too. Like the health issues were secondary. I think the issue that people wanted to get by first was that it wasn't going to damage your eyes at all. So like night shift is a thing where it switches the color balance of your device so you can stay on your phone longer. So that at 11 o'clock at night when the sun is down and your lights are off, your phone is changing its color so that blue harsh color that you see during the day that doesn't affect you because of the sun and all the lights that are on, that is completely different now that you're now at night. So now you are on your phone until 1 o'clock in the morning.
Even if the light isn't the thing that's keeping you up, the platforms
For
are
sure. I
keeping
think that's what I'm saying. I think it's because of that feature, platforms. No, because of the platforms that feature was created. I'm sorry.
But the light, it actually is a problem too, because during it doesn't stay like that the entire day. Like what you're talking about is adjusted for when you are when your phone actually knows like this is the time normally when Greg is going to sleep. So then it just starts switching colors. I know what you're referring to. Mm-hmm. But normally, like right now, the backlight is up. It's on blast. You know what I'm saying? This is affecting my and anybody else who has their backlight up just want to see bright. Imagine how many people just wake up in the middle of the night and they're looking at the backlight turned up on max at night.
But they
You can turn that off and on, Greg.
No, not even a night shift. I'm talking about just the screens themselves with the light, the backlight that you're referring to right now. Someone is actively working on making sure that backlight doesn't hurt your eyes.
Right.
No matter what.
Well, that's not the case right now.
But that also plays.
I think it is.
But that also plays into his point, right? So
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Even though it's not affecting your eyes, but it's also just keeping you up, which also implements you into mental health and where you're not getting enough sleep. Now your mind is not even being able to develop, and your body's not able to recharge. And so now you're starting to feel sad because now your body just needs you to recharge.
I think they're all connected.
The light is not damage in your eyeballs is not what I'm necessarily referring to. I'm talking about you forcing your body to stay on with the light that is provided. So darkness is what helps your body get to a rested state to say, all right, this is the downtime. Like, there's nothing to stimulate my eyes. You know what I'm saying? Because the light is on, it's stimulating my eyes. My pupils are changing because of the light that is on versus if it was off, it's not nearly as stimulating. On top of the light stimulation, the various streaming platforms, just so many things. Just laughing at Twitter or Instagram or TikTok at like 3 a.m. in the morning, not even realizing it for like 30 minutes or something like that, like real quick. And that contributes to like why people can't get sleep.
And I agree. Like, I wholeheartedly agree. I'm just saying, do you think that's a thing if it's on something that is hard to watch?
Hard? What you mean?
Like, that's not like the reason why I can stay on my phone so long, or I think anyone can stay on their phone so long because the device itself is easy on the eyes. High def retina is what every phone has now. Well, every phone made after 2020 has, because it, like what you're saying is, like, I understand what you're saying. The platform social media makes you want to stay on longer because of FOMO. You fear of missing out. You want to make sure that you are on there all the time. They create all these features on these apps to keep you on the app. But my thing is, I'm not staying on anything if it's hard for me to like keep my eyes on it. So if these phones are being like the more they up these resolutions and find new ways of changing the light so that it is not harsh on the cornea, that your eye can be like, I can keep it open. I can stay open. It can stay open. I think they're all working in conjunction with each other. So TikTok needs Apple and Samsung and LG to continue to create these better phones so that people will stay on their app.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with the conspiracy theory.
I agree too.
I was about to drink out of a cup, a can that had ashes in it, and that was great.
That wouldn't have been good.
That's nasty. That's nasty. All right. So, time for you hear the music, that means it's time for a new dialogue. New dialogue is how we like to end our shows and talk about something real quick that we think is interesting that we didn't bring up early in the show. So, anybody want to start us off? New dialogue?
I can start.
Go for it.
I want to speak directly to I usually speak to my producers. Yeah, I was gonna make a general. Nah, I'm not gonna speak to everybody
He
today.
said,
I'm
"Fuck
sorry,
y'all." It's all about the producer.
I'm sorry, cause I gotta speak to my producers seriously, cause I know how it is. It's crazy because I'm a rookie vet. I've been making music for a long time. I've learned a lot of things, and in my years of doing music, it's the very beginning, very beginning. I felt like I was making music that was at my highest level at one point, and I really see this is the very beginning. I just got the tools together for real, like out of all of these years. I want to speak to my producers that just like I said, I was transparent about myself and my music. Yo, you gotta really trust the process. I hear that concept being thrown around usually now in today's day. If you listen to motivational speakers on the internet, but it's very true. Trust the process. Do your part. That's all you can do. But you gotta make sure you plan. You have to plan and you have to execute. And make sure you do your part. If you do your part, get your craft together, actually learn and listen, everything is going to be okay. You're going to meet the right people. The right people will come to you. You don't need a manager. Hey, I repeat, you don't need a manager. You don't have anything to manage. You have to concentrate on your craft and learning how to do this at an elite level. Learning how to listen to people who know more than you do. In this day and age, producers, everybody knows every single thing, but nobody's really listening. And this is the reason why it's very common for producers to sound the same, because no one's listening.
Can I ask you a question? How do you feel about putting a date to a project?
It's very, very important. It's very important.
So you believe in deadlines and due dates?
It is. It's very important. But
no, because I do too.
But also,
it depends on the day for me.
Yeah. But also, when things start to like come together, like, cause I've had so many times when there's due dates. Look at the 1104 show.
For sure.
Like, there are times when you have due dates,
but you was going to follow through on your due date. That's a difference. I'm talking about people who, like, say they got a project dropping. I got this project dropping. I got a project dropping, but they never put a date to it. It just makes it it makes it seem unrealistic. Like it's nothing tangible now.
Right. You're using those words. There's nothing tangible. That's important.
Like the whole thing with the 1104 challenge episode, like that was going, like that was it's still going to happen, but things were in your control for it not to for the reason why we couldn't pull it off. That's something completely different. when someone says like I got an album coming out, but they never put a date to the album, like we just keep hearing album coming. Nigga, when?
Well, also take into effect that there's things that person may not be sharing with you that's happening in the background. That, yes, maybe this date happened, but just like with the 1104 challenge, like, we didn't know that all these things were happening unless we provided it to our listeners, right? That they were looking forward to something, but at the same time, like, so I think in those instances, outside of like proactively not wanting to release or have a date, sometimes there's certain things that also need to fall in place for you to actually set a current date. Like, I can say, like, I want it to be March 2nd, but something is missing that I can't release it until the 5th.
No, that's understandable. I understand that happens all the time. We host a podcast where we're supposed to put it out on Tuesday, but sometimes it doesn't happen on Tuesday. Like, I get that shit happens, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is like, when you put a date to something, when you put for me, when you put a date or a deadline to something, it makes it real. It makes it seem like you have something to achieve.
Got it. Even something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Something like there's an end goal.
It's not even looking forward to or an end goal. It's like now there's accountability. When you just keep saying that you got a project coming, and granted, I'm not saying you need to release a date to the world. I'm saying to yourself, for you to know that, okay, I'm going to release this album on December 20th. I have until December 20th to get this album, even if you don't release it on December 20th. You know that you are working your ass off to get to December 20th and feel like something is there.
Yeah, something to look forward to. You just said tangible, so I think something to look forward to could be a thing. So I agree with that, though, wholeheartedly. I think accountability, absolutely, allowing you to really test yourself, and like if you really want something, then these are the things that are going to happen. Setting guidelines for yourself first and foremost, and being able to meet those guidelines, because then when you are working with others, you're able to hold yourself accountable because you've done it already and no one has to do it for you. So I agree with you, Mr. Rent Money.
Rent Money.
Oh, okay.
I go next.
Oh, okay.
So Oscar nominations came out, and I was really surprised by 3 things, and 2 of them are actually good. One, for Best New Picture, they put Don't Look Up, and I think that was such a phenomenal movie. It's with Leonardo DiCaprio and a whole bunch of other people, but it's pretty much they are making a mockery of COVID in a very comedic but serious, dramatized way, and I think it should win every award under the sun. That's not true. Let me take that back. I think it should be nominated, but they also King Richard was nominated for best picture, and Will Smith is nominated for best male actor. Now, I think that should win everything because that was a phenomenal movie. For those who don't know, King Richard was the story of the Serena and Venus Williams. I think Will Smith
Dad
was. I think this is by far one
Father.
of Will Smith's best acting performances ever. Like the lisp. Did
you go back and listen to the father after you?
Yes.
Yeah.
He studied the nigga. He studied him.
I can say that in this role, like you see Will Smith and you're like, okay, that's Will Smith. He's acting. Yeah. I can say that he wasn't there. I didn't see Will Smith.
You felt for him when he got beat up on the court. Like, you ain't gotta do that to that nigga, man. Like you thought that it was Serena and Venus Williams' father.
I think I would feel that way to any man that just wants to mind his business on a court. I don't think anybody should just be getting beat up just because they don't have nothing to do.
Yeah.
But shout outs to the Oscars for really getting it right, because those are actually films. But they didn't
get it all the way right. No Way Home, Spider-Man, No Way Home should have been nominated for best movie. Absolutely.
It has to be a popularity contest at this point.
Don't care. I don't care. And this, so what? Dark Knight was nominated for best movie.
Yo, that.
But Dark Knight,
to me, Dark Knight.
it's a
The
good movie. It's a
acting,
great movie.
It's Christopher Nolan. You get it.
It's a great movie. No, because The Dark
It's
Knight
the greatest.
Begins
Was top
the
5
way it was
movie.
written.
Dark
a
Knight
great
Rises.
movie.
Sorry.
Yeah, it was a
When
great
you
movie.
put a whole fight scene with no music and only thing you hear is bones crushing, and you in a movie theater like, what the fuck?
You
is
talking about
this?
with Bang?
Yes, that shit was
I
like
love
it
that.
was cringeworthy watching that nigga fuck Batman up with no music.
You merely adopted the
I enjoy Dark Knight. Dark Knight was a really good movie. Great movie, actually.
It really was. It really was. But I think No Way Home should have been nominated for Best Movie on the Oscars because it was great. We saw all 3 Spider-Mans 12 years apart in one movie, and it was fucking
really blew
awesome.
my shit. Look, like niggas was like,
You a hater. You a
like,
hater.
yo, this is so ass, yo.
You a hater. You a hater.
I
Nah.
never seen it.
Damn.
You ain't missing
just-
that.
Yes, you are.
Superhero movie your thing?
I do like superhero
No,
movies.
you're
not
I was
gonna
supposed
like
to see it and I didn't. So.
No, it's not her thing. She wants it to be her thing.
No,
What?
Gigi. I know what you mean when you say you like superhero movies.
Yeah.
You like him.
I was just about to say that, yo. I was about to say you're like me with the superhero movie.
In what sense?
Like, there are people who, like, when you talk about Marvel Universe,
Yeah.
and things
Why you gotta
like
put
that.
quotations behind it? I feel offended.
Because she, no, we here with that
Okay.
because that means you mean something when you there's something that you mean, like there's a in the know type of thing, like an exclusivity within the dialogue of the what goes on within
Like the backgrounds of the background
of
stories.
specifically the Marvel universe and understanding the difference and how like epic this is because these are all Spider-Mans from different universes and they're all in the same movie and they like get introduced in the scene in very cheesy ass ways like on Saturday Night Live or
Hate is
some shit.
real. Hater. He a hater. That shit was dope. Nah, that shit was
Okay,
dope.
I'm still gonna see it. I'm
not the type of
I'm
person
still
that
gonna
cheers in the
try to
movie
see
theater.
it.
I think that is fucking annoying.
I do.
Yes,
I clap.
everybody.
I
That's
just
the
clap.
part
Like,
when they
yeah.
doing that. They're like,
Yo, can I tell you real quick? I'm sorry. We'll get to your new dialogue. I went to go see the Spider-Man movie with Brennan and Clifton, and spoiler alert: when Aunt May died, the dude next to me in full blown and I looked at him like, you gotta be kidding me. This is a movie.
no, but this is Aunt May though.
This nigga was in tears
It was a lot of people doing that with Iron Man too, though.
with his knees up like this.
You already know what that's about, or do you?
No, nah. Even when Iron Man died, nobody should be damn near crying.
Nah, people.
If you
people get on my nerves.
follow the movies or just follow Marvel, it was freaking Robert Downey Jr.'s last movie. How else they was gonna send him off?
All right, but it's still the idea when you get like attached to a character, you've gone all these things with them.
You say, damn.
Yeah.
You know he can come back, right?
Yes.
It's just a script.
Yes.
But it's supposed to be able
Just
to
write
like
him
pull
back.
to you emotionally. Like he's literally
It's
been
some comic
embedded in
books he
decades
does.
of our lives.
Listen. No, I don't. I'm not gonna say shout outs to them. Don't be crying during no damn movie.
Don't tell people how to feel.
Don't be applauding in no damn movie theater
Don't tell
either.
people how to.
Yes, I can because the movie screen before it comes on says, "Please shut the fuck up while the movie is happening."
I'm not talking.
You are because you're cheering and you're crying loudly.
I don't want to go to a movie theater with you, Greg.
You should. You're a liar.
Yeah.
To be honest, we all liars.
Okay, so my new dialogue.
Yep.
All right, so my new dialogue. I have 2 new dialogues. One's a show, one is music. Music, of course, is City of Gods. I was jamming to that song. I like it. I'm not even I'm not a drill beat type of person. Like I guess I'll listen to some of the songs, but like this song in particular, I have been enjoying and putting on repeat for the last day, 2 or 3. So shout outs to Fivio, Alicia Keys, and Kanye West. Oh no, Playboy Cardi's on there too.
He should stop.
Paid in the Knicks.
He should stop.
Say it again.
Like the Knicks are gonna play that. The Giants are gonna.
Oh yeah, that song is everywhere now. It's over.
I'm really excited.
That is like, I don't want to. It's not New York's theme, but it's going to be the market for New York, the market song for New York for a while.
I like it, and I'm gonna be excited. I think it's a really good.
Empire State of Mind is still that.
I can see that too. I think and that song is timeless.
It's crazy. Alicia Keys on both of them.
Yeah. Is she even from New York?
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
I believe that was done on purpose. Like, just like, let me just sample these vocals. That's what I'm saying. Like, he knew what he was doing. It wasn't even a good. I guess that was all he could get. Was far because if you're talking about sampling, I don't see that being the especially if you could actually just get Alicia Keys to make a New York City
For sure.
theme song, but
she
got
sung
the
the
sample. Yeah, but it wasn't done. That wasn't, hey, yo, Alicia, that was sampled. That wasn't like, yo, Alicia, come to the studio and say New York City, New York City. No, it was like sampled from something else. That New York City loop is from another Alicia Keys song.
Really?
Yeah. It's not like she
What
went
about the song
into
like by
studio.
Cameron and Jim Jones? They use the same shit.
They use the same shit. What you talking about?
Was she singing New York City? Please go eat. Like, please go easy on me. That's somebody else sing that song. And Cameron and Jim Jones has a song using that same sample.
Yeah, it's a sample, but it's still just, yeah, I thought that it was. It still just sound like a sample. It don't sound like a hook.
Well,
Like a chorus,
technically it is a sample. She's just resung it.
It's a sample from the Chainsmokers 2015 anthemic cut.
Nah, because that
Anthem,
Jim Jones song.
New York City. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm saying it. I want to say it's
So
Anthem.
It's not an Alicia Keys.
Named
I
after
think
the pop duo's
didn't write that.
hometown. On the chorus of the song, uncredited vocalist Victoria Zaro sings New York City, please go easy on me tonight. New York City, please go easy on this heart of mine. So yeah, it's from it's from the Chainsmokers.
It doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound like that's the chorus. It sounds like it was just sampled. Which it actually was. But she recut them to her liking. But for me, it's just not one of those things. I listened to it one time and I never listened to it again, honestly. Now when I hear it, it's because someone else
I'm
is
playing it over and over again.
that type of thing.
Yeah,
But
I
me
love that
searching
song.
for that song
yeah.
was at like 3, whatever is dropped. I played it like.
I understand what you're saying.
I loved it from the first.
Me too.
New York. I was like, oh.
Yes, I did.
Oh.
You gotta imagine how I feel watching y'all like go crazy over this. And I'm like,
It's not
I
even going crazy.
actively
Damn
try to
Matrix right
envision
now.
your facial expressions when we're texting. Often. And when we was talking about that song, especially me and Gil, when we was talking about the song, I instantly saw your face go.
for real, it's like
This is cool.
whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like I want to say that even though I say it's as by the standard that I hold Kanye West to, because I know I would never listen to this song again. But there are songs that I've heard that are like a million times
Of course.
worse than the song.
I can understand that.
What do you think Playboy Cardi does?
I'm not like cringing that it was on. Well, while it was on, it was like,
I know. I know. When I saw your facial expression, from the mirror, I was like, oh, he doesn't like it.
no, I
I'm still gonna
wasn't.
play it, but he doesn't like
I
it.
wasn't like sitting there pissed back
No,
there.
we were
but-
just like, so she liked this song too.
Yeah, everybody like it.
Yeah.
He said it's regular.
He said
Everybody.
Shmoney Dance, Millie Rock, Moonwalk.
Woo! No, still not.
Oh, that's what he said. Woo.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
This is exactly how I feel. You like anything we could say about this song is how you gonna respond. Kanye said you go to college for 4 years and still could get 25 to life.
No, that's deep.
I don't know if that's sarcasm or not.
It's the truth though.
But yeah, I like the song. I love the song.
That's somebody who will ride with him, who don't mind, who never did a day at college, but they don't mind doing 25 to life. That's the type of people he got around.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah.
He said his goons gonna show up to SNL.
Okay.
I can keep quoting him.
Yeah, no, he was. Yeah, no, he said that. He said you should thank him for letting you have my wife. He said that.
He said we ain't Washington, we took it.
So I liked it. He definitely had bars compared to like him on Donda. I enjoyed him on this record. Like this was a good feature for him. I felt it. Other times I'm like, you just saying eeny meeny miny woe and catching a beat and just talking words. Sometimes.
He said first it goes viral, then it goes digital.
Yeah.
Then it gets critical.
Yeah.
No, he not doing
All
no
right, Greg.
interviews.
And then the second part of my new dialogue was I was watching this. I don't know what I was doing, but I think I wanted to find something to watch, and I was on Netflix, and there's this limited series called Inventing Anna, which is about a case about Anna Delvey, which was this woman who, I want to say that she said that she was Russian, and she said that she was like an heiress and she had mad money and she made a lot of important people with a lot of money put money into her and kind of like give her money, and she had nothing. Absolutely nothing. She went on private jets. She was on yachts. Someone gave her $200K for a
She just
loan.
made people feel like they need to invest in her.
Yeah, like she had a idea for building like a foundation, which is like a club for rich people, like Soho House, where and they were investing in it. So she was gonna buy this building, which was like $2 million a month. So she had to get investors for that, and then it would be like different activities and things within like clubs within the building.
The people
And she was 25.
The people that invested, was she having sex with them?
No.
Oh.
No, she wasn't having sex with them. They're just people that believed that she was an heiress from Russia, I want to say, and that her money was coming. You know how like those princes from Africa be like, send me your money and I'm a prince and
She's a
I'll send you.
scammer, but not really.
Yeah, she just made people believe that she was gonna get this money. Now, granted, when they asked for paperwork or they asked for like documentation, she was able to provide them to that.
Were they real?
No,
Oh, okay.
but she was able to provide it to
Like
them.
faking a COVID test.
Yo, I've known people that do that, and that's dumb. I don't want to do this anymore. I just
Yo, people don't understand. COVID has just given people a whole new way out of work.
that is
Yo, mad people just recently got in trouble for that joint.
You get in trouble for having a fake
COVID
Not
card?
the people
Vaccination card.
with the fake cards. I'm talking about the real trouble is the people who distribute them.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's like having a fake bus card. It's thief. It's thievery.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember.
Nobody ain't
I
getting in
had done
trouble
that
with
before.
You just
Yeah.
get kicked
And
off
shout
the
out to the people in Jersey City because them shits was looking real as fuck.
Yeah, they was getting better because I remember when I was printing them, and they even made it like shiny, too.
Somebody
Yeah.
was putting glitter at the top of this shit to make it look real.
Yeah.
When New Jersey Transit caught on, it was like,
Yeah.
all right, now we gonna put like little shit on it where you
Yeah.
can't manipulate.
Yeah, that was so sad. Or remember when we used to get the bus cards? Or not the bus cards, the little bus tickets? No.
Shout out to New Jersey Transit for wising up.
Yeah.
You don't know nothing about that.
About what?
Fake bus cards. You ever had a fake bus card?
I never had a fake one, but I've seen people use it. I never had a fake one.
Yeah.
I had many of them.
I had a fake bus card. I remember when I got caught with the fake bus card. He was like, "That's not. Take it out." I
I
said,
never had a fake.
No.
I just got off the bus.
Light
Hey,
rail.
you ain't
I'm just gonna try the other one.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try somebody that
next
don't.
bus. I can wait another 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's fine. At this point, my house is not that far. I mean, you could drop me off right here.
I've just got on the bus and sat down, did like if he don't say nothing, I don't pay nothing type of thing. But I
You ever got on the bus with somebody with one bus card and it was like, all right, we both just gonna use it, go to the back and be like, I just gotta get it out my bag, and then
Yeah.
I switch.
yeah, that's the bus drivers just letting you live because they
Yeah.
can see.
Clearly it's a fucking real.
I didn't even pay attention to that.
Looking dumb as hell.
That nigga like,
Dumb as hell, like looking
I
around and
see
shit, just
you.
sitting there looking like.
not everybody in the bus.
Why were you really?
Yeah. I thought you were gonna change gears. I didn't. Oh man, open the door and everything. But the show in itself, I thought it was really good.
What's it called again?
It's called Inventing Anna. More for just the idea that we see in America, that she's a white woman, but shout out to all the white women, but how the perception of who you are can get you way farther than what actually who you are. And if you can make people believe that you're the best person to do this job or to get their services, people will invest in you.
I agree with that wholeheartedly.
And you may not have known anything or even have a little idea, but if you say it confident enough and you believe it enough, there is someone that's going to believe that you too can do it and
Look at
give you
Donald
200K. No, that's a setup, but that's allegedly. I don't
I think look at any politician, honestly.
understand. I think they all in a hot tub when they make decisions. That's just what I see.
Why in a hot tub? That's so nasty.
Cause that's how I feel. They just nasty niggas. But yeah, we finished.
I thought so.
Oh, well, I wanted to finish up on Inventing Anna.
Go ahead.
Where's my music?
You be just making things awkward.
Because you just
You
threw me
could have
off.
just finished.
Well, that just threw me off. We were just playing music, and all of a sudden it just stopped, and I'm just like, am I supposed to just start out doing the outro now?
I just faded out the music.
No, you don't fade out the music until I start doing the outro.
Okay.
Because I feel like I'm about to edit this whole part out. I'm pissed off already.
I don't understand why did you just not just keep going.
Because I don't remember my train of thought, so it's over now. Anyways, my new dialogue was City of Gods. Really good song. Y'all should tap into Inventing Anna if you guys are curious about the case. It is a real case that really happened. Again, just remember, perception is key. And as long as you carry yourself in a light where you are approachable and you come off that you are confident and you believe that you're confident, as long as you believe in you, people are going to believe in you too. So that's what I got from that show. And with that being said, everyone and Greg, thank you so much for making it this far in this episode. As we wind down, just want to let y'all know y'all been great. With and without the edits that I may keep in this episode. We hope we appreciate you listening to us talking to y'all. And with that being said, Mr. Rap Money, you want to let them know how they can... that's not how it works. Hey, Greg, you want to let them know how they can find you and how they can find us?
You can follow the pod on Twitter or Instagram at justaconvo_pod. Talk to us. We talk back. And if you want to talk to me directly, that is on you.
Wow.
But you can follow me on Twitter at Gregisms with the Z. I can't promise you I'll talk back, but I do post some interesting things, like my thoughts of the day.
I was gonna say something, but I'm not good. And Mr. Rent Money.
Google me, Mr. Rent Money. I'm gonna show up every time.
I like it. Show up and show
I
out.
want to be able to be Googled, man.
You can.
No, some white dude come up. 6 of them, actually.
Okay, put them all
Greg
together. Turn the
Nelson's?
lights off.
Yeah, they all white.
Yeah, just put them all together. Turn the lights off. Greg.
Oh, that's the Nelson plantation.
Oh, I am son of Neil.
Okay. Shout out to Neil and them.
Wow.
And so you can find Blaze, our sound engineer, on Twitter at Blaze versus your mom.
And Blaze
And-
versus the world.
On your
Instagram.
no, not Instagram, a game platform thing. I think it's Xbox.
Oh, Twitch? What is it?
Y'all just fucking this all up.
Maybe it's the PS5.
You
Maybe it's
saying
a
3
PS4.
different platforms.
Oh, yes, no, yes, no.
What is it? What is it? Xbox? You
snap.
look like an Xbox.
Xbox Live.
Yeah, it's Xbox. Yeah, it's definitely Xbox.
Live, oh, wow.
All right, yeah.
He said Twitch.
All right. And you can find me, my amazing individuals, on Twitter at GCarly7, and that's GQARLY and the number 7. Yeah. Oh, yes, the with that being said part. Oh, it's time. And with that being said, my amazing individuals, if you forgot today, if no one told you today, if you ain't get enough sleep because you was outside yesterday, I want to remind you all to go be great.
Rent money.